to get the latest updates too. But for now, just kick back and lounge out, cause they got a fresh one delivered to you. But let me pass this over to the boys though.
Welcome. That's the best part right there. Hell yeah, bro. You like that?
Hell yeah.
That's a good shout out, always and forever. Shout out to Dondre, bro. Shout out to Criminals, making me the best intro for a podcast anyone can ask for. Episode 30, momentous. We're 30 now. We can we are on our own health insurance. We can rent a car.
We should have been there on 26.
I know. Is that what it is?
Yeah. You get dropped from like any parent insurance.
All right, episode 30. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah,
You're
it's
old,
all downhill from here.
Literally time to die. We are joined by the one, the only, the guttural master, the singer of the most gnarly local Arizona band, death metal, Satanist. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I'll take it, dude. I'll take it.
Anthony, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, we're so glad to have you on, man.
The unholy cannoli.
I'm getting a tally of all the Exiled boys that I'm gonna have on, so I'm glad. Thanks for being part of it now.
No, dude, of course. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
We're just missing the bassist now, right?
Yeah, well, and the guitarist, but he's
Oh
nervous.
shit, yeah, we haven't had
Good luck.
We had
haven't
DJ.
had Alex on there.
No Alex.
Yeah, no, Alex. Getting him to do anything other than write music is that's a miracle.
Yeah, but you know what? I
Hey, big respect.
But I
Yeah.
can see that in the product that you make, because that dude definitely sits in his room all day and shreds like he practices.
100%, dude. He's the shit.
Like I watch your videos and I listen to your music. How the fuck do you do that? I'm like, oh well, because I do a million other things other than I don't play guitar enough, and that's why I can't fucking do it. So
No, Alex is just like another breed. Like I remember when I just started doing stuff with them and hearing, I was like, yeah, Alex writes all this stuff, and then like we put this together, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Like their process is just crazy, and Alex is insane.
and he's pretty gnarly. So is Robert, but he stopped playing music. So he used to be good, but
I love it when we bring this up. I'm awful at guitar. There's no need to keep rehashing
This
this.
man said I'm awful. We used to shred all the time. We did an impromptu like Primus cover band for his mom when we were in high school, and she was like digging it.
No shit.
Yeah, remember we played that one song for her, and she was like vibing.
I don't even remember what we did.
Oh, we were playing. It was either Damn Blue Collar Tweakers or it was American Life. It was one of those two songs. But I remember you knew how to play the guitar, and then I was like, oh, dude, we're gonna be famous now.
Dude, that's how it legit. That's how it has to start. Me and my friend John, when I was a kid, his dad was so supportive of us playing music. Like he wouldn't say much to us during the day when he was working and we were doing it, because he worked his business. He could do stuff from home back then. But there was one night, dude, he would listen to us jam, and he came in one night and had us pretty much had my buddy play the drums for Hydroplane Drifter. It was like a Beastie Boy song or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea that's what had was going on. His dad was like, "Hey, do this," and was telling him how to hit these sounds and make this. So he wound up basically he made us copy these songs without telling us to see if we could do it, right?
Sick.
And then I would scream over and play this guitar riff. And one night we were doing that, and his dad came home from the bar up the street from him, and it was the same thing, oh, play this for us. But he brought fucking so many people from the bar to his house, and we're he's like, yeah, my kid's friend and his band, they're gonna play a song. We were 14,
Yeah.
and this is surrounded by these drunk people, and we're it was so cool.
I feel like everyone at this table has definitely been there, because whose dad did that a lot was Diego's dad. We'd be jamming at our buddy Diego's house,
Diego.
back in in high school Diego.
Yeah.
And his dad would come home fucking wasted with someone and be like, do that shit. And he didn't he wasn't into fucking crazy death metal, but he'd be like, yeah, fuck it. And it's just two guitars, there's no band.
No, but it's
they're just
support, dude.
Yeah.
They just get so stoked.
I think it's because what I've learned is that if you don't play a musical instrument, it doesn't matter if you play Hot Cross Buns or Beethoven's Sonata. It is a literal mind melter for people who just don't play instruments.
Yeah, if they can't actually and it sucks because anyone can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do a lot of shit. I don't want to ever say oh nope, you can't play guitar. You know what I mean, or something like that.
Yeah.
But when people get that going for them, and they're oh, that's just I can't do that, or and so it's cool how they do get so blown away by the littlest things where you're just oh.
Yeah.
You know, this ain't shit. If you said Hot Cross Buns, but they're you did that shit.
Yeah, that fucking shit.
Yeah, dude.
And it's I used to tell people well, you could at least play bass. I mean, there's definitely and this is where I feel as a musician, I'm just Like I'll see live bands who are doing like countrywide tours, and I'm like, that bass player could like break his wrist. Nah, I'll just join. You know what I mean? Like, give me like 20 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got it.
100%.
And then there's some people like, because I know nothing about your bass player. I've had an interaction with everybody except Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so,
Really?
I don't know anything about him, but when I saw you guys at Club Red, I mean, that dude was fucking.
That guy looks like he goes to the Salty Spittoon.
Yeah,
like
that dude is a.
that guy's
like,
he's got muscles on his eyeballs.
Yeah,
That-
dude. Yeah.
Oh, he's such a.
But then, like, I like stalked, like, I added him on like Instagram and Facebook, and I'm just like, oh, he's the most wholesome dude ever. But when he's on stage, he looks like his stance is so fucking
Power.
solid.
I know, like he is just like it's like he was born to do this shit, and it's cool because like I actually worked super late with him last night, so I was hanging out with him like all day, and then no, dude, Mike's just a fucking character, and it's like you said, he's such a wholesome dude. Like that's really like the best way to say it, because like he just lives like this manly fucking life. Like he's got his business thing he's doing. He like shreds on the bass, like
because I'm a stud.
Right.
yeah, dude, he really is though. He is a fucking stud. We call him Flex Master, bro, because like everything you do, bro, it's like he'll be like, yeah, dude, well, watch me do it better. Like
Hell yeah.
everything. And it's awesome because he does do it better too.
Was he a music theory guy too?
I don't think so.
Do you know what I'm asking by that? So like, okay, it's like for me, I don't know anything about like because I did this is gonna sound really good. You know what I mean? Like I just keep playing until something works.
Yeah.
But then you have people, which I assume is like Alex, where it's like you
Yeah.
instantly go from here to here, here to here. It's like a
all,
math
like, mathed
equation.
out. Yup.
Yeah. So like, is he like one of those guys? No.
I don't think so at all. And if he is, Mike, I'm sorry when you hear this if I like described you wrong. I don't take him to be that kind of guy because me and him be doing the same shit at like practice. Like when Alex, Aaron, and DJ are going into their theory stuff, Mike's usually eating candy and like we're watching like memes together. But like he can play it, so like I don't have to worry about stuff like that. I just gotta sit there and let them write stuff and hope Mike's doing it.
Kind of reminds me of like on like Metalocalypse where like Nathan, Squiscar, and Pickles are writing all the songs and like Toki and like Murderface just sit on the fucking couch.
Yeah.
But like they still argue about like credits for songs. Like,
So like that would be me and Mike. Mike's just sitting there eating fucking Airheads or like corn nuts.
oh,
or
what's
some
up?
shit.
It's practice time. All right, let's go.
Yeah, we gotta get up and go do it. It's like now we play it. But
Damn, shout out to Corn Nuts. Fucking
Oh,
love those
Dude,
motherfuckers.
I discovered corn nuts well into my 20s.
You get
What?
the?
So I'm a huge-
have you tried the new fucking the jalapeno ones? They got like those new
Non-sponsored.
spicy jalapeno
Non-sponsored.
corn nuts.
oh my god,
Fuck my ass up,
Nah,
dude. They're so goddamn good.
Hell yeah.
I was having
so-
those shits for breakfast for a while, dude.
That's because you're a sad man. I've been a crazy picky eater my entire life. I just like my parents never really forced me to eat anything I didn't want to. And so that kind of transferred as an adult, but as an adult,
That's
I'm
why
more
you look the way you do now.
and that's for real, dude. Like literally, like there was a while I was like essentially living with my grandma, and she didn't like cook or anything like that. So she'd pick me up from school and she would be like, "What do you want for dinner?" I had fast food every single day of my life in the 6th grade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
for the audience, he's fat. In
For
case
people-
you didn't catch where I was going with that first one.
If you haven't heard the 5 fat jokes that happen every single episode, yeah, I put on a little weight. But recently, and I know corn nuts aren't, healthy, but like as a kid, if it wasn't a fucking cheeseburger from Burger King or like orange chicken from Panda, I wouldn't eat it. So it's like when I started eating stuff as an adult, I was like, I am so pissed that I denied
all
this.
these other things.
Yeah.
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 I distinctly remember having a conversation with Jacob as a teenager where he said to me, "Yeah, vegetables are gross."
Yeah. Dude, literally so there would be times and I'm definitely not afraid to admit it. I mean, my mom would try. My mom would be like she cuz I'm her oldest kid, and so it's like she never wanted me to be upset, but to try to instill values in me, she would put on her mom pants and be like, "I need you to sit here at this dinner table and I need you to eat that literal one piece of green bean. Just eat it."
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd be there just it was literally like Fear Factor for me.
Dude, with my kid, like my oldest, I'm not like uppity, like you need to eat all of it. Like I start off that way. I'm like, yo, I need you to like eat this, but like he'll be like, look, man, I ate as much as I could. Like I ate everything, and I'm like, all right, as long as he eats a little bit of everything, like I'm all right. I just gotta make sure he's full. Like
Is he a negotiator?
he tries.
Yeah.
I'm better. Like,
Yeah.
I was in the gush, like,
I hope so.
dude,
I just lose battles with him all the time, dude.
no,
I
like,
can't.
he's slick. No, like,
Toddlers are brutal, dude.
dude, they are. And like, he's got his moments where like, he definitely will make points. Like, fuck, there's so many things. Like, I can't even like pinpoint a specific one, but just like the little things that he'll say, like he doesn't realize how much of an adult he sounds like, or like what he gets himself into. Because I forgot, I said I was hungry one night. Yeah, dude, I said I was hungry one night, and he comes around, he's like, "Are you?" Like, I got something you can eat, and like literally, like he was like grabbing himself, right, adjusting himself as he walked around the corner. So he has no idea what he just said to me, like what he's done.
So I got fucking something for you.
Yeah, I'm like, what? And he's like, what? Like, don't you have this in the fridge? Like, look, it's my leftovers. And I was like, would you?
Suck my leftovers,
He's
Dad.
hitting trick shots blindfolded. He can't even see what he's
He
doing.
doesn't know how
all.
funny he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, some of the shit he says, like, fuck yeah. I'm lucky as fuck to have this kid, like, and he's just like me. So like, that's why, like, when he says some things and like he'll try to play me, and I'm like, nah, like I did that to my mom and I didn't get away with it, and like now I know why. Or like why my dad would like fucking call shit out. Like, it's wild.
So I have very young siblings. To put it in perspective, my oldest sibling after me is 16. I'm 27.
Holy
so yeah,
shit.
so I have a lot of younger siblings. My brother Jackson, who is 12 or 13 now, that kid's gonna be the fucking president. I mean, like the way that he talks, and I kind of attest it to. I didn't have internet access in my house until well into my teens, whereas these kids essentially grew up with
Born with it,
born
yeah.
with it. But he'll do these things even when I go to visit, like because they were in Utah. My stepmom will just say, "Hey, it's time for bed," and he'll literally like Shark Tank them, and he'll be like,
yeah.
"How about this?
Yeah, dude. Like,
How about 30 more minutes of Fortnite, and I'll go right to bed." And then and then she'll say, "I feel like I'm contractually obligated to say, okay, 15 minutes of Fortnite." Like I lost the battle as soon as I said go to bed.
Argument.
Yeah.
No, it's what did I say? That's
Yeah.
what it's got to be. And like, because my kid, he really does the same thing, but he tries to say it with like sweet things, like because he knows like I can't get like 30 more minutes of TV or video games. Like that's an absolute no.
Yeah.
But he'll be like, oh, well, what if I read for 30 minutes before I go to bed in my room? I'll close my door, and I'm like, really? And like I want to say yes, but like there's been a time where like I let him read, I go in there and he's got his fucking Switch.
Oh, okay.
And like, cause he's slick, and I'm not. I knew he was gonna like fuck off, and I was like, I'm gonna give you a chance, man. And like, but he's still like, I was so upset. But
Is
like,
he a reader though?
yeah,
Or-
he does read, but he reads. All right, so he's 9. He just turned 9, and I'm trying to actually get him to start reading like actual novels, because it's just that's how old I was when I started. Like right now, his big things are like Captain Underpants books, like.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. But like when it comes to like, you know, you're about to be in 4th grade soon type stuff, I know you can read these things, because he's reading subtitles like fast as shit and so accurately, and like on his birthday, the way he read the cards, that I'm like, your reading level is astounding. Like there's no reason for you to be reading like only these still, like
Sure.
these graphic novels. But
That's like all I read still.
but like you did your time of reading like actual books. So like, did you read a Harry Potter book?
I was forced to read a Harry Potter book.
Either way, but you fucking
Only
read
one?
it though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you only read like so.
I'm not joking.
You
So
read
look,
through one and
okay,
didn't
so
want to read
I'm
anymore?
not used
you
to
were
having.
a part of like the biggest phenomenon in the world.
So here's the thing, Anthony. We've hung out at parties. We've hung out at shows. We've never really hung out on a like friendly, intimate level.
Yeah.
I am essentially like a caveman. Like I am the only person that I know that I'm just like, why? Like people who say like the Game of Thrones books. I'm sure they're fucking incredible.
I
I'm
ain't
sure
read
they're
them.
great, but I would rather watch
They're
HBO.
a little wordy.
Yeah. I'd rather watch HBO and see some real boobies.
Oh, God.
and some real
I gotta
violence.
pretend I
So-
had Playboy long enough.
So when I was a kid, like you had reading assignments and stuff like that, and it got to the point where my teacher was literally just like, I need you to read something, and so I'm going to give you something that you can read. The only books that I ever really like bonded with was the like Lemony Snicket books.
Okay.
So those ones I read
No,
all
but
of.
still a good series.
Yeah.
It's not like because it's not like a graphic novel. It's still like you got books, continuations. It's big brain reading, because
Right.
like there's character development. There's stuff like that involved with
Yeah.
it, where you have to remember the last
Yeah.
book. And yeah,
And there were definitely times, I'm sure, like you guys experienced, where it's just like, hey, it's bedtime, but you're underneath with a flashlight, like reading a book. Like I was definitely addicted.
Yeah.
But as I got older, like no, I don't read much. And honestly, I feel like that's something I definitely need to work on,
Dude,
because
it took me a while to get back into reading. Like that sounds terrible, but same shit. Like once you get older and you're doing all this other shit, like with playing the shows and everything, it's not like I'm like, man, I can't wait to like go home and read this fucking book.
Yeah.
Like I just worked all day and was staring at a computer screen. Let's go stare at some paper.
Yeah.
And like, I'm good.
Let's go stare at another computer
That's
screen.
me. Just staring at a screen playing games.
What's the
dude.
last book you read, Robert? In its entirety.
In its entirety, it was Hannibal Rising.
Hell yeah.
It was the origin story of Hannibal Lecter.
That's
very fucking cool.
That's cool.
He killed and ate his baby sister.
Whoa.
Wild shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
dude. So I think I saw the movie for that, and I didn't actually read the book, but I remember that like fucked me up. And he's like, "Hey, is that good, motherfucker?" And I was like, "Damn." It's like it's just South Park full
I think
circle.
that's the one where he makes Ray Liotta eat part of his fucking
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
While he's,
Oh shit, fucking Ray Liotta, dude.
yeah.
Oh my god, I'm a huge Ray Liotta fan, and I totally forgot he was in that.
Well, you're
So
Italian.
did you
I
watch
feel like
the?
being
Did you
Italian.
watch the Many Saints of Newark?
I fucking did, and like,
What do you think, man?
okay, I'm torn because like I did like it because like I looked at it from a different. I thought it was gonna be more about Tony Soprano.
It wasn't how they advertised, right?
It wasn't, but like at the same time, when you watch it though, did you watch all of The Sopranos?
I literally have like 5 episodes left. I know what happens.
Okay, all right, fair
Yeah.
enough. All right, because I'm like on my second or third run.
So
through
we're
that
just gonna
show.
spoiler alert it right here, but I mean that show's so old that like at this point,
No,
You
it's
should
it's
know,
it's
yeah.
one of the biggest twists in television, one of the biggest cliffhangers in television that's
Yeah.
ever existed.
And like I hate because I was talking about it at practice, and DJ was like, "Oh, they confirmed the ending's supposed to be like this," but I had my own fucking theory for all that, and like I'll go over that in a second. But with Many Saints of Newark, no, I did like it because even though it's not a Soprano, like it is a Sopranos story, but it's not a Tony Soprano story. It's totally a Maltasanti story.
It's about Dickie. It's not about
100%.
It's not about Tony. Tony was a side character in that movie. It was about how Dickie fucking like
Yeah, they hyped it up because it was Michael Gandolfini, because that the kid who played Tony Soprano.
It's his actual son.
Yeah, and that's super gangster.
I heard about that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, as fuck. Like
It looks just like him too.
To be honest, though, that
he
kid
sounds like him, too.
That kid was like one of the worst parts of the movie. I think.
What?
I,
Oh my god.
I think he was such a bad actor. He had such a weird face during all of his scenes.
Yeah,
Like,
I think he was trying too hard to look like his dad when he naturally would look like him. Because there's certain things when he would talk, like when he would say, like, "I'm always being accused." Like it's the way he said the S's.
Yeah.
You sounded like your dad. You had the necklace. Like you do naturally look like him sitting there. But I don't know. The movie, from what there might be spin-offs from there to like do other Soprano stories. Like there's supposed to
Really?
be, from what I like.
I haven't
think
seen
me and
it.
DJ
I haven't
were
seen the
talking
movie,
about it.
so.
Oh, dude, have you? Well, it's like you said.
I've watched
the
The
show.
Sopranos. Yeah, I've watched
Okay.
Sopranos.
So, dude, it's tight because there's like full circles with a lot of shit. Like when I'm rewatching The Sopranos now, since I've watched The Many Saints of Newark, there's like little things like that are in that movie that like I didn't even realize were in the show. Like there's a scene where Tony and his sister are like at some cabin and they're talking about a story with his dad and his mom and like their uncle in the back seat of the car. And,
Yeah,
like, he
yeah.
shoots. Remember, like
shoots
in the movie,
through her hair.
Yeah, they brought that up in the show, and he's like, "Don't talk about that." Like,
Yeah,
fuck,
exactly.
So, but like,
I wanted to watch
the
the
thought.
I wanted to watch the movie because I just want to see like Joey Coco Diaz.
He
This
has
kid.
the best death in the movie, I think.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Joey Diaz, the comedian, he was the guy that the black dudes drive by and just shoot his head apart with a shotgun.
Oh, yeah,
He was
okay.
the first one that just
Do you
gets
not
his
know?
head
Who,
it's
do you
I
know
know what
who?
you're talking about now,
Do you
yeah.
not know who that is though?
No, I had. I'm trying to like remember, like put the face to the name. I know exactly. Who
I'm
you're
gonna
talking
make
about.
you laugh so fucking hard on the way home. Like I
fuck
will
yeah.
send you shit. He is the best comedian of all
No,
time.
I've heard his shit. Like,
my God.
I'm terrible at names sometimes. Like, if I don't like avidly like look you up all the time, he is someone like I feel like I more recently stumbled upon. I don't even remember what his name. What is it again?
Joey Diaz.
Joe. Yeah, because I've seen him on TikToks and shit like that.
He's a big. He's like hangs out with Joe Rogan and stuff like that. He's a big.
And
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
He's the guy Doc Ock had to get through if he wanted to get to Spider-Man.
Hey,
on the
you wanna
subway.
Oh my god.
Hey, cocksucker, you wanna come through fucking me?
Yeah.
yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's also in The Longest Yard. He's Anthony in The Longest Yard. His name's Anthony. He's the guy. He's like, "Hey, you assholes better not cut me,
Dude.
Someone give me a fucking Diet Coke." Yeah, that's
see, look, it's me, bro.
We just connected all the dots.
Exactly,
Yeah.
dude. Like everything's lined up. The fucking gods have spoken, and like, yeah, I like that motherfucker.
So that's my thing. Are you a big movie guy?
Ish. I mean,
Like, are you
I
like, are you a
movies.
lover of film?
Yeah, I like watching movies.
That's
That
like
was
we're-
fucking lame. to
Yeah,
ask.
I know. That's such a shitty fucking. But like, well, that's where like me and
I just-
Robert like
I'm
really
not, like,
communicate.
a critic, you know.
Well, see, that's like where me and Robert definitely fucking communicate. Is that Robert and I will nitpick and brain pick movies like to no end. And my weakness is that I'm definitely the guy like if we're watching something new, every single time like, oh fuck, Where's that guy from? Who is that guy?
Okay,
What's his
so
name?
I do shit like that kind of, but
Yeah.
like, all right, so I guess I do that, like, especially like when I rewatch movies, I'll pause it and be like, oh shit, and like rewind to like really like figure things out. Like I did that with like The Godfather actually like 2-3 nights ago.
Great
Like
movie.
I rewatched it again, and like I always just find something new, and there's always some kind of new value to life, and I don't know, I love The Godfather.
I've only seen the first one. Are the other ones worth watching?
Part 3's not.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Part 3 is directed by a woman. Let me just say. So yeah, instantly not funny. You know.
Is it his daughter?
Yeah, it's
Coppola's daughter?
Yeah, it's Coppola's daughter.
Fuck, I didn't know all that. Like so I don't know much. I watched the third one maybe like twice in my entire life because it does suck. And we're not allowed to talk about it. Like we don't
We
acknowledge
could talk
it.
about. We could talk. So here's the
No.
thing: is like,
okay,
as,
I feel that's like how we don't acknowledge the second and third Matrix movie.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
only one Matrix
Pretty
movie.
much.
Yeah.
Dude, the first one.
and I think
I'm
that,
so nervous for this new
but you
one,
know what?
too.
I think
It's
that
gonna be bad. It's already horrible.
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks bad.
The trailer
commercial.
was bad.
Yeah.
It was,
As
it
soon as they
fucking-
played White Rabbit, I was like, oh fuck you.
Yeah,
like
dude,
I was like,
you're
you're
trying
trying.
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
really on the nose, you motherfucker.
Just make a
Like,
new John Wick.
straight
Seriously.
up,
Dude,
they
those
didn't even change
movies?
his appearance. Like what the fuck?
It looks like he literally got off the set of John Wick 3 and then was like,
Started
I gotta go do the Matrix now.
The next
They
studio over.
just didn't want to spend any
He
budget
did.
on hair and makeup for Keanu, so they came up with like, oh, he's addicted to blue pills and he's weird now.
Addicted to blue.
literally
pills.
went from he literally went
Viagra and fucking the Matrix.
he went from Bill and Ted and then just walked over to the set of the fucking John Wick and then just walked over to
Yeah.
the set of the new Matrix
Hasn't
movies.
showered
Hollywood.
in years.
Yeah.
It's fucking Hollywood, and he's
You know-
still the cool. Like Keanu Reeves is still like the most gangster motherfucker.
You know,
in the
speaking
world,
of reboots featuring Keanu Reeves, I would love to have a new Constantine movie. Have you ever seen Constantine?
Oh,
Isn't it
absolutely.
coming?
Is it?
I could have sworn I heard
Whoa, what?
something about new Constantine.
Allie would know absolutely all of that. Allie, is there a new Constantine coming? Oh, she thinks
Yeah.
so. So we know so.
That's sick. I hope they like.
Yeah, because we
I
were
hope
talking
Shia
about
is in it
because
too,
I've never
though.
seen Constantine, so
You've
like
never seen it?
Nope.
Yo,
That movie makes you want a cigarette so fucking
every
bad.
5 fucking
it can't be as
minutes.
bad as Joker, man.
No, dude.
Joker made me
No.
want to cig so
No.
bad
It's-
every 2
it's-
seconds.
Smokes in that movie are so yummy. They're killing him. That's how much.
They're
That's how yummy
killing
they
him.
are.
Smokes kill everybody. What
No,
do you
but
mean?
no, but like, do you know a lot about Constantine?
No.
Constantine literally has like cancer, doesn't he, babe?
In the movie, is it like? So I know he's a Marvel character.
No, he's a
now, too.
DC character.
Is it DC?
He's DC.
I think he's DC. Yeah.
Yes, and
He's a
he
comic book.
he's legitimately just fighting cancer because he won't stop smoking
He's
cigarettes.
like, damn, cancer got hands.
Well, but here's the thing, though. But here's the thing, though, is that like we were just talking about this like in the car the other day. It's like, fuck, dude, if I could like commune with demons and like fucking fight demons, like yeah, I'd keep smoking too. Like,
Fuck yeah,
I need,
that
I
was your
need
day to
something.
day?
Yeah, like we were talking about that guy.
smoke already. I don't even deal with that.
Like, did you ever see Umbrella Academy?
Huh?
Did you ever see Umbrella Academy?
Oh fuck yeah.
So like we're talking about like with Klaus, it's like everyone was just like, oh, Klaus was so annoying and like the whole like drug thing is like, dude, if I could talk to dead people, I would need
Yeah.
fucking something.
Imagine not being able to like, because dude, superpowers and shit, you gotta learn how to control that shit somehow, right? So like, even when it showed him as a kid, like imagine just like a ghost popping up and be like, "Hey, motherfucker," like, and
you just shit yourself.
yeah, and involuntary. You can't do anything about it. You close your eyes and you open it, like the boogeyman's supposed to go away. Nah, surprise, bitch, I'm real. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Oh, yeah. All right, so now I gotta ask.
drugs too.
I like to always ask this: if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh fuck, dude.
It could be literally a copy of someone. Like I
yeah.
had
Or
a
it
friend
could be
say,
something mundane, like every time you fart, a randomly colored Skittle appears in the palm of your hand.
"What is he, a JoJo stan?" Like,
Dude, that reminds me of that Dane Cook fucking CD. It's all like, you want to shoot spaghetti out of your fingertips or some shit.
it's fucking spaghetti right there.
Yeah, that'd be fucking tight. Yeah,
So
that's
it's
what
like I
do.
had a friend say I would just be like Iron Man and just have a lot of money and like cool tech. So it's like,
Hey.
It's not a superpower.
yeah, exactly. So but like okay, so like if you could, my superpower is to be rich as
Yeah.
fuck.
I want to shit money
Yeah.
like Tony Stark.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually cool.
Shit money.
So what power?
Is it in a bunch of poop or does it just come out as clean
Do I
money?
have to dig it out of the poop?
Wad of like $100,000 stack right there.
Do you have to dig it out of shit?
Yeah, or
I
is
don't
it
know.
just, does it
Dude,
come out clean?
Oh,
My
dude.
superhero name would be Stinky Money.
I would have. If I could have it come out clean, I would. I wouldn't want to like siphon through shit. You know what I mean? Like, if my superpower would definitely for it to be come out crisp, like fresh. Like I've had to think about that. I was like, yeah, I don't. If I had the option, fuck yeah, it's gonna come out
For
clean.
some reason, the only way to get the money out is if you lick the shit.
That's
You
like,
gotta lick the
what's
shit.
that shit? Like you can make a wish, but like whatever wish it is, it's horribly wrong.
Yeah, the monkey's paw, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that?
It's like it makes a wish, but it like always has like a shitty.
It makes a wish, but it fucks your wish up. That's
oh god.
yeah.
I saw a meme, something like that. It's like make a wish, but it's like the person above you wish, but then like you fuck it up somehow.
Yeah, you twist it.
Yeah.
So what would it be?
Probably to shit money, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit clean money.
I mean, anyone between the ages of 18 and 30, a bunch of money would be nice right now because
Hell yeah.
all these old people fucked us up.
Fuck for real. Inflation's a motherfucker.
Seriously, bro.
You gotta think though. Is your ass protected from paper cuts now, or are you just like constantly stinging?
With the amount of money I'm gonna be making, I can afford the tech.
Just
like,
repetitive
yeah,
asshole
fix it.
reconstructive
Just
surgery.
Get fucking armor-plated sphincter muscles.
That rocks.
Yeah.
That rocks.
Just biotech, like look, there's these little enzymes in my ass that eat the paper before it hits my
Nano
ass.
machines, son. They
So what
soften in response to money coming out your ass.
What about you, Robert? What's your
Benjamin?
superpower?
Relax.
What's your superpower?
I don't know. Do you just flying probably?
Yeah, that
See, that's
rocks.
what I was gonna originally say.
Flying
too.
would just be
That's
cool
all-
as
yeah.
shit.
I either wanted to go ahead.
I've had one dream in my life that I can remember actually controlling, and it was one where I could fly.
That's fucking.
And
Scary.
I remember just being able to like it felt like flexing my whole body, and I would just start fucking floating. And it was crazy because like once I realized I was dreaming and shit, I fell. Yeah.
I fell.
But it was so fucking cool in the moment. I was like, holy shit, this is exactly what it would be like.
I always wanted Professor X powers. Like that was like
What, paraplegic?
yeah. No, just like
I went to Cartoon Network. You went to fucking wheelchair. Shit.
Yeah.
yeah, like so like I would literally like I would want to like just like be telekinetic, like that's or just like Spider-Man. Like cuz I always thought like Spider-Man's my favorite. So it's like
Get bit by some kind of bug or something.
I would like to just be Wolverine.
right, I mean when you think about that too, you just got adamantium like and you're indestructible, you live forever.
But that's the thing. Like, did you ever watch Logan?
Yeah.
But you're also fucking super weak to magnets. That's fucking.
I know. He's like, let's go fucking fight Magneto right now. He's like,
That's
what did
my
you just say?
weakness? Yeah, who?
That's why it always makes me laugh. Like when you watch like the newer X-Men movies, like where they meet. Like I think one of my favorite lines is what's the one where Logan goes back in time and like has to convince like alcoholics?
Days of Future
Yeah,
Past.
and so he meets Magneto.
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, they'd be better if they were metal. Like it makes me laugh every single time because it's just like your best X-Men against like your worst enemy is literally just like such a shit tier matchup.
Yeah.
Of just like, nope,
All
you're
right,
done.
hold
Like,
on. No, Wolverine's my favorite, but there's not a universe in this galaxy where he's the best X-Man.
I mean, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe best wasn't the appropriate, but like most popular.
What do they call it? Like Class 5?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Omega,
the
like
Dark
Omega,
Phoenix, baby.
Yeah,
Omega-
she's saying, like,
Omega mutants,
obliterated.
Gambit. Gambit's
Is
an Omega.
Gambit an Omega mutant? That's based.
I guess he could be because the way he like does the shit with the cards and they like fuck shit up. You know what I mean?
Well, he uses it with that, but like the what he could do. So are you an anime watcher? Like
No.
okay.
Yeah, X-Men's not anime.
No,
retard.
but I'm getting to a point, retard. So like I actually had this conversation with a buddy at work where it's just like the reason why Gambit is an Omega mutant, even though he uses it on like friction, like magnetic. It's like if you try to stick like two like negative poles together, like you know how they always like the. So that's what he does with like the cards and shit like that. But if he could utilize that in such a way that like the way that the magnets work, it's that like the weight of the object doesn't matter. So it's like he could just propel like buildings at people and shit like that, you know? But, you know, have you ever heard of the anime My Hero Academia?
Yeah, I've seen some. When I say I don't watch anime, like I know some things, but I'm not like an admin
Right.
like all the time.
But so there's a character in there named Mirio, and his whole thing is he's the #1 strongest student in the high school that they go to. But when you look at his power, like he had to work on being that. So his powers, he's literally translucent. Like what's her name in X-Men? The one that can like go through walls and stuff like that.
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah,
Kitty
I was
Pryde.
gonna say a cat.
So it's like she doesn't really, yeah. So she doesn't really utilize that much in the X-Men universe. But when you think about it and you kind of deteriorate it on like a science level, the way that he utilizes that power makes him the strongest. So it's like so the power is not that like important, but because he uses it the way he does, he's the strongest in the high school. So matter can't transfer through other matter. So like for example, when he goes underneath something, when he chooses to come back to full matter, he gets propelled up.
And this is Mirror Dude from the anime, right?
Yeah, Mirror. Yeah, no, Mirio, retard.
Okay,
Get it right. No, but I'm just saying, like, so you could pick like something that like most people would be like, that's kind of shitty, and make it your own, which I think is pretty cool.
True, because that's kind of like with like the Flash, even because everyone thought he could just run really fast, and it's like no,
Yo,
now,
but
now y'all
dude,
know.
Isn't the Flash like the GOAT?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
he's
I'm
the
saying.
GOAT now.
But here's the thing, he always has been. It's just it's more known now
Mm-hmm.
that he's the GOAT, and I was like, because with like Flashpoint stuff and all this shit, like it's been new that like that kind of crap was possible, but like now that they see it in like a live action or whatever the fuck.
Dude, did you see the Zack Snyder
Fuck yeah,
when
dude.
he went to the Speed Force?
I
Oh my
almost
god.
cried. That's what I've been wanting to see, but now that that's out, it's like everyone. It's like a big shock to everyone.
Did you
It's like,
finally watch it?
Nope.
Okay, so in the did
I've
you ever
been
watch?
meaning to. I just have no time. I
Well,
work
first
so
of all,
much.
that movie's 4 hours long.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but did you watch the original?
No.
Okay.
So you've
well,
never even seen the original, like the shitty
Justice League?
No.
or whatever?
well, in the original one, they fuck his world up, no problem. Like the main bad guy.
They fuck Flash up.
No, they fuck. I don't know what it is.
Everybody, really.
Beowulf.
It's Steppenwolf.
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 Yeah,
Yeah,
so they-
the
so
guy
they-
with the fucking hammerhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they fuck him up, no problem. But in this new one, they made it like an even battle, and he was literally about to win. And Barry Allen is essentially at like literally the brink of just like we're about to lose within milliseconds. Is like they made it to where it was like
They did actually, like, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm talking like milliseconds. He's like, okay, I need to do something. My man's. They finally introduced the Speed Force where he runs so fast he goes back in time.
Sick. But
Yeah.
that's the other thing. So, like, technically, he knows about it already, and that's what's cool because, like, me and DJ have talked about this, but the fact that, like, in the Justice League movie, like, even the one that before the Snyder cut, when Flash would run, it was white.
Yeah.
And that's supposed to be when he was like fast enough to be able to control the Speed Force or like have a better understanding of it. So because it starts off as red or whatever the fuck, and then like I think he does like the more yellow. I don't fucking know really. DJ is the one who like,
DJ's
keeps me
the
up
big
to
nerd.
par.
I was
Yeah,
really
dude.
blown away with his knowledge of
Oh, fuck
pop
yeah.
culture.
He is my encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Like, I don't gotta Google shit. I just message or call him, and I'll be like, "Hey, I'm in an argument. Am I right or wrong?"
I know new things because of DJ because he'll share them first. Like he's such a nerd.
Yeah, dude. Anything I'm talking about, 100% got from DJ. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, and it was funny because you were like, I almost cried. It's like I feel the same way when he's like because you know what he's about to do.
Yeah.
And then like he's doing like the emotion thing. He was like, all right, like Dad, if you can hear me, and he's literally like talking to his dad through the Speed Force. Like it's fucking crazy. Like if you have time to watch that movie, they made it a lot better until the end when they showed Martian Manhunter, and I was like, okay, that's kind of shitty. And when
You
they
were
had
here the whole fucking time.
Wait, does
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter look like shit or what?
kind of, but like he's essentially just Marvel's Vision. Like that's
Yeah.
the way they made it look like.
Ugly.
Yeah.
And it's like for 30 fucking seconds.
Yeah, and then, but
And
then
he
like
just like shows up and does what? He's like, "Hey, I'm the Martian
he
Manhunter."
warns Ben Affleck
Bye.
of something.
Yeah, he basically starts warning him of why was I gonna say apocalypse? What the fuck?
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday. No, Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Dark
Yeah,
Side.
Dark, so because and it's gonna be so sick, dude. Because like it could have been so sick, but that's what made me like. I thought it was kind of funny. Is like you watch like the movies and they go through all the bullshit that they did and all like whatever, and like, dude, Martian Manhunter there was there the whole time.
Mhm.
You know,
Right.
like you're gonna
Right.
you're gonna step up now.
But see, that's how I feel about Captain Marvel. I was like, you've been here
Yeah.
the whole time since the fucking
Yup.
90s, you stupid bitch, and you're not gonna do anything.
Wait till shit was snapped.
And then she was like, there's a lot of people on a lot of
is your
of
whole
different
planet,
galaxies,
bitch.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
the main problem's right here.
Yeah, fucking selfish bitch.
But the other part that really ruined it for me was honestly reintroducing Jared Leto's Joker.
That bothered you?
It did because I was just like, why? I know that they're doing the Injustice
Yeah.
thing, but in Injustice, the reason that Injustice started was because Superman kills the Joker.
Sick.
Well, so yes, but it's because Joker killed Lois.
Lois.
So I think this could be. They fuck things up in movies, anyways.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But like, as close as they got it, I actually like with Jared Leto's Joker. I was on that hype train of how much it sucked too at first. How long has it been since you've really watched that, like the Suicide Squad?
So I saw the new one, but like the
new
old
ones
one,
I
no.
like the right because I hated the old one.
Yeah.
Like I still am not a big fan of it. Like,
I
Is
love-
Jared Leto in the new one too?
No.
No, he's in not the new Suicide Squad,
No.
but he's in the Snyder cut at the very end towards everything, and it's gangster. But like the reason I think it's cool is because when I rewatched Suicide Squad, you got to think about it. Being compared to like Heath Ledger's Joker or Jack Nicholson's
Which is
Joker,
incomparable. I mean, you can't compare it.
there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Nothing. And so if you fucking nix that and you look at him as like an actor, it's like he put such a different twist on the Joker. And really, dude, like if you were in a position where he was talking to you like he did at that club when he was talking to the guy or whatever, that's very uncomfortable. Like thinking about that, he did like. He put his all into that, and you can kind of tell. And I don't know. I had more of a respect when I thought of it like that.
You know what I think my biggest, and I understand where you're coming from, but I think the biggest thing that annoyed me in that is like, because I watch like a lot of these like things on YouTube and stuff, like, you know, where they kind of recap this stuff. The fact that he tried to Heath Ledger it and like kind of like character act and stuff like that.
Time around.
It was just, I was like, why? Like he would
When he
harass
sent the
his
stupid fucking prank gifts to his co-stars on
Stuff
set
like
and
that.
shit.
So, but like, dude, there's like a myth that like the Joker role itself was like a possessed, like or a haunted role. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Jack Nicholson said, because it's when Heath Ledger died from everything, or like, and he like that was when people have like came out. Like Jack Nicholson said that like no, like because as a method actor, because everyone who's played that role has been a method actor as well. Because Jared Leto's a method actor. Like when he starts a character, he stays on that till the production's done. Who else was like that?
Christian Bale was like that. Batman.
Daniel Day-Lewis is the most famous one.
Are you trying to think of someone specific?
Yeah, because he was in the Tombstone movie. Doc Holliday. What was his name?
Fucking Jesus! Why am I blanking
You see
this?
what I'm saying? I can't believe I forgot his fucking
Val
name.
Kilmer.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
a big fucking method actor. And like,
Rip Val Kilmer too. That man is like a fucking vegetable now.
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Have you not seen his? He had some sort of throat cancer or something. He can't speak anymore.
Fuck.
He's there's a documentary he made on Hulu, I think,
I
about
saw that.
about
I
his
saw
own
that
life.
pop up. So
Yeah.
I gotta watch it now because I fucking love Val Kilmer, dude.
Yeah, man,
I
he's
didn't
great.
Know any of that of it though?
Have you seen Top Secret?
No.
That's what I'm saying, dude. If you love movies, dude,
It's like
literally
the best
come over
spoof
again.
comedy of it. Like,
Yeah.
have you seen Airplane or shit like
Yeah,
that?
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Val Kilmer in a role like that, and it's fucking
Yo, okay.
so good.
I'll fuck with that. And it's what's it called?
Top Secret.
Top Secret.
It's on Hulu?
I don't think maybe.
Oh no, you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the documentary.
His documentary is on Hulu.
Yeah.
Top Secret. I don't know where you can find it. I saw it as a teenager. It was one of the funniest things I ever saw in my life.
Top Gun was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So.
I love Top Gun so much though.
I've
Like,
actually
as
never
corny as
seen it.
You've never seen Top Gun?
What?
Oh my god.
Never.
It's cheesy as fuck. I just love like movies like that because it reminds me of being at like my grandma's house and like the kids' room we were supposed to be in with like this little shitty TV. And it was on, dude. Like there's always movies like that on at my grandma's.
That's how I feel about movies about like with Tommy Boy, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Uncle Buck, you know, stuff like that. Where I'm like, those are just
Uncle
such
Buck.
timeless
Uncle
comedies.
Fucking Buck.
But yeah, dude, like Naked Gun, you know, anything that involves. I hate what's his name? What's the old guy's
Leslie
name?
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen. Like anything with him is
Yeah.
just the fucking best.
Dude.
Because I would do that stuff with like
Superhero movie.
yeah.
Timeless
Oh my
fucking
god,
classic.
because
dude.
of him though.
So slept on. No way, man. Drake Bell kills that movie.
Oh my god,
It's
what's that scene that we talked
Drake
about last?
Bell and Shooter McGavin as the fucking main villain is.
What's the joke we've made
fucking
on
best
multiple
shit.
one that's like our favorite thing where it's just like this is hard enough to cut through diamonds.
I'm not wearing any diamonds.
But like in Naked Gun, there's a scene that I would do like with like my uncle all the time where it's just like he's like trying to intimidate like a mobster.
Okay.
And he's like, "Where's he going? Like, what's he doing?" He's like, "I'm not gonna say anything. How about now?" Okay. He's like, "This is where he's gonna go." And then like he'll ask a question, like Leslie Nielsen will ask a question. And then the mobster will give him back the money and be like, "How about now?" Like it just like keep like they'll just keep
big
interrogating
fucking
back and
circle,
forth, like
yeah.
or like you know like when he's like shooting, you know, he's like on a gunfight and he fucking just like goes down and picks up a quarter. You know what I mean? Like just like there's just
The
I don't
little
know.
things.
Like Animal House, I love Monty Python movies. That was always my thing was comedy. Like I didn't even really get into.
Oh, was it? Is that why you do stand up still?
I don't do stand up still.
I know.
Oh
Yeah.
fucking ouch. This is what I was talking about.
forgot you did that.
Yeah, exactly. So did I, to be honest with you. I have people tell me that I need to do it again, but it's just like, I like doing this more. I honestly love doing this so much more.
I could imagine this because this seems super fun. Like I always love being able to come on podcasts and like shoot the shit anyways, you know. But I legit just the other night was talking about wanting to get into doing stand up comedy one day because I got like when I was a kid I always wanted to do.
So here's the cool thing is like one of the things that always bugged me was that people at work or like my family or whoever it was would always be like, I don't even know where you begin with that. You literally
Just talk about your fucking life.
well, no, I'm talking about like going because these people don't know that non-comedy clubs exist. They think that it's literally either like comedy clubs where you have like Netflix and HBO people or nothing. But it's like if you really feel like that, all you need to do is go on Google and type in Phoenix, Arizona stand-up open mics.
My buddy Moses does it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've like you were doing it. Like so it's not like especially in Arizona, like entertainment, there's nothing you can't
Seriously.
find or
I
get
mean,
yourself
really.
into.
I mean, even if it's just like a literal open mic where there's everything,
yeah,
go do it.
right there. That's
I would definitely say know your audience, though. I do always say
Yeah.
this. I always do tell this story where, you know, Kendra.
yeah.
Yeah. So she told me. Do you remember? Not Lost Leaf. Third Space. Do you remember Third Space? Downtown Phoenix, off of Grand.
I heard of it. I never
Okay.
went there,
Well,
though.
right across the street, there's a place called Grand Avenue Pizza, and it's one of the best pizza places
Oh, that
in
sounds
Arizona.
dope.
It's pretty fucking good.
There's like a little courtyard in the back, and they started doing open mics. And when I moved back to Arizona, because I lived in Los Angeles for a little bit, I was just jonesing, like any show I can get on, like let's go. And she was like, "Oh, there's an open mic there. You should definitely go." I went there. For the record, I've only done comedy open mics. This open mic was poetry and music and stuff like that. And I was fourth. Okay, the three people in front of me, they talked about consoling their dad before they died. They made a rap song about living on the fucking streets and having to deal drugs. Another person did a poem about just like the struggles of being a black man in America. And then it's my turn.
Oh, no.
And I have to be like, my fucking dick and balls is
Yeah.
so, you know what I mean? And it was just
Your
such a
whole
fucking
you
crowd
have.
killer.
Nah, that's the easiest setup in the world.
Oh,
right,
God.
right after the guy talking about how hard it is to be black, you go up and you talk about how hard it is to be white in America. That's the easiest 5-minute joke setup I've ever heard.
That's
in
what
my
I'm
life,
saying, dude.
dude.
Robert
Oh my
definitely has the
God.
potential to just fucking kill it, and he will not do it.
You should. You like yeah, no, dude. Like you gotta start somewhere. And I feel
Well,
like
because
it's-
here's the thing is that like a lot of people have this issue where they're like, I'm afraid of saying something that someone's not gonna like, and Robert does not have that DNA in his body, and I tell him that it's just like that is your bread and butter. Like I have had, mind you, I've never been remotely on like a bringer show, like where it's just like I'm opening up for someone huge that you've seen on Netflix. I literally just tell jokes. I have had legitimate like threats from people on social media over a joke I've said, and I'm a fucking nobody.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
like I used to do a joke. So I used to do a joke. We've talked about it before on the podcast where I compared. Like I don't understand why people who are homeless are so fucking sad all the time. Like when you really think about it, you're kind of like a wild dog. You know, like go ahead, like run, be free. Like you're good. Like you'll get your food. Like whatever.
Oh my God.
And I woke up that day with literal threats. Like
People
you
had to
fucking
go out
piece
their
of
way
shit.
to find you.
To find me.
yeah.
I didn't give my social media. I didn't do anything. And people were like, who is that guy? Because,
That's impactful.
yeah, seriously. And so I'm telling, like, that's Robert's, like, whole thing. Like,
I wish it snowballed. Like they were like, this guy likes to spit on homeless people.
Yo,
I mean,
oh my God. This rotten motherfucker.
I can't believe this, man. He went on stage and talked about how he likes to fucking pee on homeless people when they're sleeping.
Hey, let me just say before it's,
fights.
oh, dude, do you remember bum
How
fights?
could I forget? That
Fuck
was, like,
yeah, dude.
I
childhood,
owned I didn't.
The
But I knew someone who owned the Bum Fights DVD.
Like the actual thing, or was it like the pirated? on,
No,
like, a
it
burnt
was the
CD?
real, like,
Dude.
and watching. And yes, okay, everyone who is gonna unsubscribe after this fucking
No one's
episode,
gonna
I was gonna
unsubscribe
say, like,
after
is,
this.
Like, if anything, they're gonna look it up. And be
it's
like, what was
sad.
that
It
miss? What the
fucking
fuck?
sucks.
No,
However,
it's very funny.
It's hysterical.
human
Yeah.
condition, human condition finds it funny that if I gave you $200, Anthony, to fucking fuck Robert up, you guys might do it. And that makes me fucking
Well,
laugh.
no, but at the same time, no, because like this is where it's fucked up because they're asking people to do these things who really have nothing else
Yeah.
to do or nothing left to live for. Like,
Right.
me, I'd be like, I don't need $200 that fucking bad.
The inventor of
Oh, I need $200 that fucking bad. I'll do it. I'll do whatever you
the
want.
inventor of bum fights fucking basically invented Squid Game. He was just looking
Yeah.
at fucking
Oh my
just
God.
Can we talk about? Can we, dude? Can we,
destitute people who needed some cash, and he was like, well, "What would you do for this cash?"
Yeah.
Can we
Will you
fucking
drink
talk
this 40
about?
full of piss?
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember when that guy went on Dr. Phil and he dressed as
dressed as
Dr.
Dr. Phil? Yeah.
That's what I'm
Oh my
saying, like,
God.
nothing but just fucking big dick energy.
But that's the thing, though. Here's the thing: is he knew what he was going on there for. He knew what people were upset about, and he said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I am not gonna fucking bend." Well, wouldn't it be fucking funny if I dressed as Dr. Phil and he goes on the show and Dr. Phil doesn't even interview him? He says, "Get out of here."
Yeah, and it's so good.
Dude,
So good.
Imagine how angry you got to make that man to have him be like,
Right.
"No, I'm not fucking with you."
Right.
It's Dr. Phil. He'll talk to you about anything. He's like, "Oh, what's your problems? I want to fix you." He didn't want to fix that motherfucker, dude.
That's so crazy.
Volumes. I love it. God. But yeah, no, I remember my favorite part of bum fights. Just like, yeah, I got this.
Bum fights highlights. Hell yeah.
It's highlights,
It's bling
dude.
bling, bro. Bling bling the crackhead. Because like it was fucked up. They like handcuffed him by his ankle to like a basketball hoop, right? And they put a crack pipe and some crack that far within reach to where like he would reach for it and he couldn't get it no matter how hard he tried. And like it's fucked up, but like,
But that's the thing. Look,
Does he get it though?
no,
Poor guy.
'cause they kicked it even further when he got a little closer, and he was like, "Ah!" But he had like this voice because you smoke crack.
Yeah.
It fucks with your voice. But he would rap, dude, and like he had this song, and dude, my oldest son's mom would get so fucking angry with me because I would like sing it all the time. Like, I would sing it like people are singing that Island Boy song now.
Yeah.
I just like I don't even remember. It's like something about like mama's baby, but daddy's maybe. You better find out who's the real daddy. Like,
bars, dude.
yeah, dude. Like I would just sing it all the time, or however the fuck it went. But yeah, shout out Bling Bling if he's
Shout out
still
fucking-
okay. I hope he's all right.
I mean that was like what, back in 2002. He's probably dead. But
Fuck. I don't. People can make a turnaround. I'm gonna look it up. see
You
if I can find
guys,
him.
you
Bling
guys
Bling
ever watch
crackhead.
Street Beefs?
yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, I watch
that's
Street
that
Beefs.
you like
Hell yeah.
backyard fighting shit, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Street Beefs is
Funny
good.
See, I
shit
think
though,
that's human
dude.
condition to just find that hilarious and like cool and like exhilarating.
Beefs?
Yeah.
What?
Street Beefs is very good.
Yeah, no, but like some because it's so there are people who take it super seriously, and there's like actually like dope fighting.
Some
in
of
there.
them know how to fight. Yeah.
But it's super funny seeing like that. Yeah, I'm undefeated, never lost a fight. It's like, yeah, dude, to your pillow, and then like fucking you get your like they get like their teeth knocked out of their head. I love shit like that. I don't know. I guess I'm a barbaric.
No, you're not though. But that's the thing though, is that you're not. And I think that's why like boxing and UFC is so popular, is because no matter what you feel like as a pacifist or not, that is human condition to be like, I love to watch two people beat the shit out of each other, because I am non-confrontational. So it's like when I see people fuck each other up, like that's my serotonin for the night, dude.
No,
Like, so I get it.
Okay. I know you were talking. I totally like was looking this up to like bring because I wanted to see where Bling Bling is now.
Do you want to send it to me and then we'll
where's
talk about it?
Bling
Well, he's fucking dead, dude. You were right.
Oh yeah, see,
Just
yeah.
like, he got sober and died in a car accident.
Oh.
Damn, dude.
I know, like,
a rare case of getting off drugs being worse for you.
R.I.P. R.I.P. buddy. R.I.P.
why am I laughing? Don't do that. Like,
Let's go take a break real quick.
let's do it. Fuck yeah.
And now more of The Basement Dweller.
Hey, where's the freaking gabagoo?
All right, we're back with local Italian
Oh, fuck.
Anthony. Yeah,
Saw that.
had to take a break, take some peepees, have a smoke.
Hell yeah. And now I want some fucking like meat and cheese.
Is gabagool a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Capicola, dude. That's just how they say it.
Uh huh.
Wait, what?
So it's because of the all right. It's the way like certain like meats and shit are like pronounced, like I guess like more on like the East Coast and shit, like gabagool. It's like spelled out like capicola. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
And like-
Capicola. They just pronounce the C's as fucking soft G's.
Yeah, or like ricotta cheese.
Rigot.
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, like I'm saying, bro.
Or you got the manicotti, dude. You got the manigot.
the man.
I'm not that Italian,
Yeah.
dude. I'm Italian, but not that Italian.
Dude, it's a real fucking thing, and like that's awesome. It's like how like it's like that episode of The Sopranos when they're talking about Thanksgiving and like Paulie was explaining everything. It's 100% how it is at like my mom's house. And
Really?
like, yeah, it's just like we don't have like these big fucking events where like 9 different families are there, But for like us, 100% like we have all that shit, and then we have the turkey.
Hell yeah.
And it's fucking awesome. And like we eat by like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, that's my favorite part
That's
about
how it always
Thanksgiving.
should be,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
exactly.
Yeah, dinner time is lunchtime on Thanksgiving.
100%. If I'm not having leftovers by 4 o'clock, we did it wrong.
For fucking, and then like yo, And then, fun fact, hit your fucking favorite stores that day afterwards when you're done with your family because they start them Black Friday sales early.
I think we're gonna do Cyber Monday this year.
Fair enough. Whatever floats your boat. But like honestly, I just want a new fucking TV.
That's our thing.
Like, that's all I need.
That TV looks infinitely smaller because it used to be in our bedroom. But I got rid of my TV because there was no place to put it, and that TV was bigger. But now that it's out in the living room, it looks like shit because it's so fucking small.
See, that's what happened with me with the TV. Because the TV I had in my room is the one that's out in my living room now. Because it was like the same shit pretty much. And you realize like how much like smaller it is. It's still like a really good TV though. It's just I don't know. I need to get like for the living room. I feel like that should be like a giant ass TV for the living room area. And then you know what I mean? I don't know.
You need that 90-inch.
Fuck yeah!
Honestly, dude, like my whole wall.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I hate them, shout out to Walmart because I mean, you can get some 75-inch TVs for like $400.
Yeah, what's the deal
100%.
with that? What's your beef with Walmart? You know, I found a really good PlayStation 4 controller accessory for about $5 that I otherwise
Here's the thing.
Otherwise on Amazon, that shit would have been 20.
Jesus.
I don't
yeah.
I just don't like it. I think it's just fucking shitty. Like no one works there.
It is.
And like it's just like
But
always
tons of
busy.
people work there.
It
though,
is
you know what I
shitty.
mean?
It's-
Like,
it's
You're
you're
always
right.
in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
They
like
have
the
so-
same charm as Ross, man.
I disagree.
Ross is the shit.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's cool. I just don't think it's the same charm. There is no charm with Walmart.
You're dumb. There's so much charm there.
No, I know what charm is, and it's
Do
not
you?
there.
You can
Yeah,
find
dude.
some diamond. It's like
Look
finding a
at me.
diamond in the rough at Walmart. It's always
Yeah,
a good.
exactly.
Okay, but
Exactly.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, is that I did think that way until me and Allie started taking the 15-minute drive to Scottsdale and went to a Scottsdale Walmart.
Oh fuck.
Mwah.
Oh,
Perfect.
so it's not Walmart you hate. It's just the
people
location.
the people that go there. Yes.
Yeah, that's like the best.
I'm
part
not
of
gonna
Walmart,
say
though.
what kind of people. You know
What?
what I'm saying?
What the fuck?
It's just out of curiosity, what color are these people at Walmart?
Hey, Anthony.
And now more of the Basement Dweller.
What I'm saying is, if I could afford it, I'd go to Target. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Yeah, Target's the shit too. I like Target.
Target rocks.
Yeah,
I
but
worked
you don't
there,
go,
man.
You don't go grocery. You don't go grocery shopping in Target. You know, that's all I'm saying. I can't afford.
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
you
you fucking
can.
do.
Yo,
I don't.
So like, it's convenient when like you're there and you like walk by it and you're like, oh fuck, I do need lettuce. You know what I mean? It's just you just see it there when you're walking by, and like there's the kombucha tea or whatever the fuck. It's like right there. Who knows?
Do you like kombucha?
So sometimes I gotta like.
What's
want it.
your like daily diet? Like okay,
fuck.
on like a normal
Hell
on a
yeah, I love this question.
yeah, I do, yes, on a normal day.
Okay.
What's your breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yo, so I don't really eat breakfast.
Okay, but let's just say in this situation,
tell you what I
you're
do.
eating
Yo, I
all three
hate
meals.
I don't eat breakfast ass bitch.
No, like I randomly I will like I'll make like if I do make breakfast for me like I'll try and like actually do like an eggs toast type shit or whatever the fuck.
Basic.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like I'll throw a lot of shit in tortillas. Like I'll make burritos for like days. Like I'll even do
She taught me that.
fuck yeah. You can I make
Fuck
ramen burritos,
bread, dude. Get some tortillas. bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
everything.
ramen burritos?
Yeah. dude,
What?
check it. I do like that's what I'm saying. I'll put anything in a tortilla. Like if you drain the water out of the ramen drill after you make it and throw that in a tortilla, eat it. You fucking tell me how you
Just
feel.
carbs on some carbs.
Fucking gang,
This
dude.
is a
Yeah.
carb burrito.
Like it fills you up and I feel fucking great and it's not shitty tasting, you know.
Are you okay? So there's no surprise to you. I'm actually really excited for this. There's no surprise to you that your drummer, Mr. Aaron,
Mr. Aaron.
who has been on the podcast twice,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that man doesn't poop every single day.
Yeah, no.
and
dude.
you know about
Yeah,
this.
I did know about this. That's why
How
I
does
was
that? How
fine.
does that feel to you?
He's his own man. I can't control his bowels. I don't
Do
know.
you poop every day?
I fucking shit
Do you ever
so much.
Do you ever massage his lower stomach area
No,
so
he-
maybe the feces will pass through smoother?
He doesn't let me like touch him anymore.
There's a restraining order on that.
Anthony's got a cease and desist from Aaron.
Leave me alone. That's
So,
what-
so you definitely poop every single day.
oh, dude.
Okay, question.
I literally had to like before. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut
You're
you
How
off.
fine,
many
you're fine.
times a day?
That's check it out. So that's what like segues into this. I actually just yesterday had to Google and make sure that like there's nothing wrong with me because
Dude.
I shit a lot.
I've been in that situation so many times. I totally get like
like y'all do you like think about it. You're like, yo, dude, this is like the 9th time this fucking morning.
Yeah,
I've sat
I
down.
feel
Yeah.
I feel so seen right now. Honestly.
Yeah, really. So we're all at the table right now, and
got
we're all
gastro problems.
assuming that all of us poop first thing in the morning.
Absolutely.
That's what wakes me up is
Yeah.
the need to poop.
That I have to shit. That's what wakes
I'll
me
smoke
up.
a cigarette, dude, and then like I'll take my piss because like usually like I don't like have to shit right away, but like I'll go and like wake up, piss, shoes on, I walk my dog, I'm smoking my cigarette. By the time he's had his shit, now I can go shit because I have to.
Because
And,
they're
like,
contagious.
Yeah, dude, it's another thing. He motivates me
Yeah.
to poop. And like fucking.
So that's the thing though, is that I cannot do anything until I take a shit.
I mean, dude, there's nothing wrong with it. Like if that's how it is, that's your routine. Fucking do it up. Put
And let
away.
me just say,
I'm late to work every day because I shit in the morning.
yeah. Luckily, I work from
I would
home,
be-
so
I
I
was
get
gonna
to
say.
I get to clock in.
And then go sit on the shitter, dude. 100%, dude. Yeah, if they
100%.
hear this, they're gonna be mad, but that's really what it is, dude.
But let me say what drives me crazy. I'm gonna say this. What drives me crazy is that it never fucking fails. So she works an hour before I do, right? So I get up at about 7. I work at 7:30. That gives me enough time to go take a shit. Lo and behold, at 7:15, what do I hear? Because we have one bathroom,
Oh,
so
fuck.
she has to shit, and now I have to clench my butt cheeks
You gotta fucking do
because
this
she's
quick.
on the clock, so she can get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One of you needs to start shitting in the sink.
So we have to consistently fight. And so,
Decisions.
so we found this apartment because it was cheaper than all other apartments. But now looking back at it, I would have gladly paid an extra $200 a month
For an extra shitter.
for an extra bathroom.
yeah, no.
100%.
I get that, but like I don't know. At the same time, like doing the couple thing, like one bathroom's fine. You just I don't know. Try and maybe like teach your body to shit an hour later.
Yeah, it's
I
you
don't
really
know.
just got to sit there and like because
It's
I
so
have to
chaotic,
do I
if
have
you
to
will.
do it at work, man, because my work the only place I'm allowed to shit is periodically at gas stations where I hope to God their bathrooms aren't out of order.
Yo, QT is the way to go. If you're the poop places. I used to do that for this golf cart place when I had to like go travel all the time. QT's where you poo.
QC's really good. Circle K's coming up, but not every
if you
one
get
of
those
them.
ones where you got to walk to the back corner and they got the bathroom, fuck yeah. Those Circle K's are kind of a blessing. There still might be a dope head in there, but you know what? Like,
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that as long
That's
as there's a place to
entertainment.
drop my deuce.
yeah, exactly. You
I
got
gotta-
some funny shit.
So I got to ask a question because
You
it's
don't
been
have
driving.
to ask anything.
I want to ask a question
That's a
because it's
spiral.
driving me crazy. Are you sponsored by Liquid Death?
No. And I need to be. I'm trying so hard.
Because every TikTok that I see that you
Yeah.
you have one of the best TikTok accounts that I've ever seen, and I've noticed that a lot of them involve Liquid Death.
Yeah, no, Liquid Death. It is like my favorite water.
You have a hat that says
I
yeah.
have a dude. Literally, like all I need are socks and shoes and a pair of drawers, and I'll have like I can wear everything.
You have Liquid Death pants?
I have shorts.
All right, sick.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like, I have shorts from. I was like, I don't have like sweatpants or nothing.
just not underwear. That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah, I don't have underwear or socks. If they made shoes, they just made a fucking like they did something with Nixon, dude. I just got an email. Like they made a gold Nixon watch. It's like 200
Richard
Wait,
Nixon?
wait, do you mean Nikon?
Is that how you say it?
Nikon.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's not an X, buddy. It's a fucking
what?
You a fucking retard or what?
it's a fucking K.
No way.
It's a K.
Let me see.
Wait, no, hold on. No, I'm thinking of the camera. No, I'm
That's Nikon. You're stupid.
Yeah, I'm
I was gonna say
stupid.
Nixons are watches, right?
Yeah.
Hit that fucking retard button
You a
again.
fucking
Yeah.
retard or what?
That's at me. Okay,
Yeah,
so
just like-
you hit I got the double retard button.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to
Okay.
the Basement
I
Dwellers with your
literally-
new host, Anthony.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh my god, I literally just fucking had like, because those were like my favorite watches. It was like, have I really been saying this wrong this whole time? and
I'm
saying
sorry.
my
I thought of the
favorite watch?
cameras. That's my bad.
Yeah, no, Nikon.
That
I
was
knew
your
about
bad.
that. But yeah, no, Nixon. Because I used to say I got a dick on my wrist because of like Dick Nixon, man.
You had a Richard on you?
That's good. Got me a little Richard.
Little Richard on my wrist.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so let me ask you this then. So I finally had my first Liquid Death can like
Okay.
a few months ago, and to my surprise,
Did you really?
Yes.
Are you lying, or you're just saying
water
this?
in a
No, I
can.
bought it.
content
I
on the
bought
podcast?
No, I bought it because I was.
Listen, it's cool if this is fabricated.
No, it's not fabricated. Do you want the whole details, asshole? Like,
He said I spent $1.79.
so I watch a lot of podcasts that like when they have cameras and stuff like that, like they'll have like cans of Liquid Death and stuff like
I
that.
stopped at a 7-Eleven by my house to try and grab like 6 cans, but they were out.
Yeah, so
I swear to
and
God.
like people who are fans of it, like I see like their fridge is full of them.
Yeah.
Like for example, like Kendra would have like 4 or 5 of them, and she was like, "Don't drink them." I
Oh,
was
they're like
okay.
rock
no
star
shit.
drinkers.
So I had one now, and I drank it. And I was like, "This is fucking water."
Yeah, 100%. When you think like, well, no, because
I was so hold on. I was
get it.
so blown away. I was like, I thought this was either coffee or like an energy drink. it's literally a fucking can of water.
It's just water.
It is. That's the most. Whenever someone first
That
tries
is the
it,
best marketing that I've ever seen.
Wait, so do you not read cans before you just fucking drink them, dude? Because it says mountain water on
No,
that
I
shit.
didn't drink it. I literally saw Liquid Death. I thought it was either really strong coffee or a really strong energy drink.
Nah,
and I
dude.
drank it and I said, this is fucking water.
And if you drink it while you're driving past the cops, they're gonna think it's a fucking beer.
Have you been pulled over because of it?
I haven't, but I've seen so many people who have. Like,
Really?
so I'm waiting, dude. I want to.
Do they offer the cop a drink?
I don't know. So I know the police have this weird thing. They can they squeeze it or whatever, and it can read an alcohol content from a drink. So I just want them to do that because I love wasting taxpayer dollars.
Yeah.
And dude, check my drink, absolutely. Because this one dude said he drove and it was on TikTok. I'm pretty sure I saw it, but he was driving, and a cop drove by the other way, and he had his Liquid Death in his hand, and he to the cop while he was driving, and it just totally looks like a fucking what were those
It looks like a tall boy.
yeah, like a Dos Equis or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, not Dos Equis.
Or like a Steel Reserve.
Yeah, dude. And I just fucking, it's so funny. I can't wait for it to happen. When I worked at Consumer Cellular, was when I first started drinking them, and I just was walking through the office with it, and this guy stops me. He goes, "Whoa," and he's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "My water." And he's like, "That's no way." And I was
Yeah, but I wouldn't think that it's alcohol. If it says Liquid Death, I wouldn't
Really?
think of an alcohol.
That was my first thought.
Yeah,
really? I
same.
thought it was
Yeah.
coffee.
no, I legit thought it was booze at first, bro. Because it's the way the can looks. It looks like a beer can, like a tall boy can, kind of
Yeah.
from afar away. I can totally get why people would think that. And yeah, that dude, he's like, I thought you were bold as fuck. And I was like, yeah, no, not me, man. I just trying to stay hydrated over here. I got to see titties for ice cream at
What?
McDonald's.
What?
Yeah,
what?
dude, when I was
What?
I was fucking
That's cool as shit.
18. Yeah, I worked the overnight at McDonald's, bro, and our ice cream machine wasn't broken that day.
Oh, you were an employee?
I fucking worked
Dude,
at
you're the
McDonald's.
most based guest that we've ever had. He said I took titties for ice cream,
Yeah,
bro.
they're like, "Do you have any ice cream?" I was like, "No, our machine's down." And she's like, "Well, if I show you my boobs, would you do it?" And I was like, "Word?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And she fucking 100% showed me her tits.
Absolutely.
And then I went and made her a fucking ice cream.
Were they good?
But they're all right.
what
She's like, "I'm the."
Can I ask you a question?
kind of McFlurry did she get?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck, I think it was Eminem.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. It's
You don't
like-
forget. Yeah, you don't
You
forget that. No.
I'll forget the titties, but
Are you a Pierce nipple fan?
dude, I'm just a titty fan. I don't care. All shapes, sizes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nipples, metal, non-metal. I don't give a fuck.
Metal
But, like,
nipples.
do you-
That's
do
wild.
you have
I've
a-
never seen those.
Do you
If I
prefer?
have a preference, I mean, no. I come whatever may, dude. I don't know. I've never thought about that.
So the first time me and Ali ever
I guess I would get nervous. So I have, because when I've had pierced nipples in my face, I don't want to hurt no one. Because there was one time, dude, this girl had piercings.
Pierced hips?
Yeah, dude. Long story
Yeah.
short, I ripped them shits off. And
Oh,
and
God.
I didn't know they were there.
Damn.
I didn't know they were there. And she's like, "My piercing." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And she showed me, and I was like, "I'm fucking sorry." And,
So I never hooked up one time with someone with pierced nips until I met Ali. And the first time we ever hooked up and she took her shirt off, I was like, this is the best thing.
it's cool
Jacob
as
just
fuck.
exposed your nipples on the
Whatever. Who fucking cares? Her fucking boobs fucking expose themselves. It's they're always hard. Yeah, they're always hard. Doesn't matter. But it's and I like her boobies normal. I'm like you, any size titties lit. But the
Yeah,
fact
dude.
there's a little bit of metal in them, all right, you're a fucking cool chick.
That's dope as shit. I get it. And dude, and there's I said, I just don't really, I guess not really thought about preference, but if they come whatever may, man, I'll take them when I can.
I always tell everyone the first romantic thing Ali ever said to me was, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
I love
god.
I love you. I love her so much. She's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
I'm only saying that because my mom listens to every episode of this podcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my mom definitely stopped listening to the
What?
podcast.
Oh, dude. We really do need to have an episode where both of our moms are on.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't want to be on an episode of the
Why?
podcast with my mother.
I don't think I would want to be on a podcast.
Oh, I would love to.
You know what? So depending
Yeah,
on
I would
the
also like to
content,
be
it
on a
would be
podcast
funny.
with your mother.
Fuck you.
So here, I got a question for you all then. Like with your parents and shit, I feel like this was every household heard this. Because when I was a kid and I'd hear this, I thought I was one of a kind. But did your parents ever tell you it's oh, if only a film crew followed us around, shit like that? Did your family believe you should have had your own TV show? 'Cause of
My
how
mom
crazy.
did.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
My family was boring, dog.
So I don't want to speak on behalf of Robert, but his parents are pretty
Mellow?
like mellow. Like they're
Yeah,
very
they're just chilling, man.
like they
That's good,
They
though.
do cool stuff, but they don't personify it in a way that demands attention. Like for example, there would be times where in high school, like I would stay the night at Robert's house, and it'd be 2:30, 3 in the morning, and his dad would come out in his chonies, just rocking briefs,
All right.
and make a martini.
It's his fucking house.
Yeah, and just make a martini and be like, boys. Do you remember when he gave us a sip of the martini, dude?
Yeah,
that
it
was
tasted
one
like shit.
Dude, that
I
was the
fucking
grossest.
hate martinis, dude.
Oh my god.
That was the fucking nastiest. What was the first? I assume it's beer, right? Like the
first
first
drink
drink
I
you ever
ever
had
had?
was beer.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my grandma. She would call it. She's like, "Here, take a schlock of this," and like I'd have to take. That's what she calls a schlock.
Take a
What is
schlock.
what is your background? Italian and what?
Oh fuck, dude! It's like Italian, German.
Bunch of whiteys.
Yeah, yeah, a bunch of pasty motherfuckers. But
Gotcha.
Any Jewish in you?
on my dad's side, yeah, so my grandma, dude.
Oh, doesn't count. It's got to be his mom.
No, it's on my mom's side, but check it out. So my mom's side has none. So
Oh.
so I guess I would be good. Whatever. I don't know.
I guess I'm clear.
He would have
Like,
lived,
no,
yeah.
But like I growing up, like a lot of that was still because of my dad, like how he was raised. What was it? Fucking there. He's got this joke because my grandfather's Catholic, and it's like you said. So in like with the Jewish religion or whatever the fuck, if your mom's Jewish, you're Jewish. But if
Right.
you're Catholic, if your dad's Jewish, or
If your dad's Catholic.
yeah, you're Catholic. So like my dad, like, what does that make me? And I'd be like, I don't fucking. I'd be like, no, it makes me confused. So like that was like the running joke of our house. And my dad was always super cool with like when it came to religion. He just pretty much he's like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like you can practice anything. Like he never forced me to go to church. I was baptized. I'm pretty sure Catholic. And
Yeah.
that's just because like my dad when he was that young, dude, he wanted nothing more than to be Michael Corleone. I swear to
That's
God.
sick.
So like the whole baptism thing, we needed to do it. Like you need to have a godfather.
So this thing of us.
Yeah, dude. My son's gonna grow up and do these great things, and it's funny too because in The Godfather, his oldest son's name was Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I was just like, motherfucker. But Anthony's such a common name in like Italian households, anyways.
Oh yeah, Antonio, dude.
Yeah, fuck. And like my nephew, because when I was younger, dude, because there was like another kid in my class named Anthony, so they would call me Tony or whatever.
Hell
And,
yeah.
and like for the longest time, I was cool with going by that. And then I got older, and I was like, fuck that. Like if I'm Anthony, I'm not gonna like
You're not
fight for
you're
my
not
name,
a Tony
dude.
fan.
Only but for my grandpa and my fucking my nephew, dude. I let him. I'm Uncle Tony, and like
Okay.
that because that's got a fucking ring to it.
See, but
man.
I'm not-
And, like fucking.
I respect that because I'm not a Jake fan. I fucking hate.
I do
Jake.
love calling you Jake just
I
because of
fucking
that.
So I have a cousin. So there were two Jacobs in my family, and he
fuck.
went by Jake. Other than that, like my family calls me Jake, but I'm good after that. Like don't call me that. Like I will tell you, like, hey, can you do me a favor? Don't call me that. It's just something weird. Like
I feel it just throws you off for some
yeah,
whatever
if my name was William, I'd want to go by. I know it sounds weird. I want to go by William, not Billy, not
Fair
Will.
enough. Okay, but William.
William.
So you like the full name? I
Yes.
feel you. That's kind of how I feel about mine. But I mean, I had like more of like a personal thing with it though too, because it was like that time in my life when kids were calling me Tony. Like I had to move away from this neighborhood and shit, and like I was like, I don't want to be that kid anymore. And so I was like, I'm Anthony now. You know what I mean? But
I don't know if you guys talked about it while I was gone.
We
Taking
did.
it. Well, I was gonna ask, like, you're from the? It sounds like you're from the East.
no, my whole family is. I grew up born and raised in Arizona, but my father, my dad, whatever the fuck, he moved out here from Brooklyn. My mom came out here from Long Island, and then they met at my uncle's pizzeria out here.
Oh my God, that's the most
What
Italian.
the fuck?
Yeah,
New York
They
thing.
met at a pizzeria not in New York.
Wow.
Both coming from New York.
Yeah,
What
but
the
as soon
fuck?
as soon as your mom was like, I'm from fucking Long Island, they're like, yep, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
pretty
Your
well.
dad was like, forget about it.
Forget
You're
about it.
fucking-
Hey,
You're fucking pregnant. bitch.
Hey,
What
what
are
are
you
you
gonna
fucking
do?
having my baby? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. Apparently, I was like, 3 months in there dating, and here I come fucking around. I was like, wow,
Oh, okay,
Dad.
so they
Damn,
weren't
you were
married?
born
No,
at
not at all.
3 months.
Something like that, yeah. No, I'm fucking the Christ child. You know
do
what
you
I'm
do you have old parents?
saying? Not really. My
Older
dad-
than him, obviously.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my old man just turned 56.
That's not old,
Was it 1964? I think.
but
that's
not over
56.
60.
No, not at all.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, my dad, dude, he's got this joke too. Like he'll tell people, fucking what was it? He's like, oh yeah, I'm 75, and they're like, what the fuck? You look so good for being 75. He's like, yeah, but I look like
Sick.
shit for being 50, don't I? And I'm like, fuck. Yeah,
That's
dude.
good. That's a good dad joke.
Oh yeah, no.
Have you been embellishing in dad jokes since you've been a dad?
Dude, I've got so many weird ones, but it's so much as like it's when situations arise and I say things in those moments. That's where my dad jokes come up. I can't just like do them on the spot. You know, I don't know why. Well, maybe I can.
You
I
don't. No, you don't have them locked and loaded. They come from the spot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like as soon as it like happens, like I won't miss a fucking beat. That's for sure. Like my kid does some shit and I'm like,
That's the showman in you, bro. You're
This
you're,
is showman.
you're
I
a
can't just do
performer.
it. I'm a performer.
Speaking of that, I'd like to kind of transition over to that. So one of my favorite, you guys released I don't know what you call it, but it's one of your songs and it's like a 30-second video.
A 30-second video.
It's kind of like a promotional video. You know what I mean? Like
a
teaser?
of those.
yeah. So well, one of the parts of the video, it's my absolute favorite. Is there's a little kid up there with headphones.
Yeah.
Is that your son?
That's my son, yeah.
Oh, I
that's
love
our
it.
most recent one from the last show that we
He
did.
looks like he's your number one fan, dude. Like that's so cool.
He fucking is, and I'm so thankful for him. And I've always wanted to do that, like since he was born. Like I was wanted to bring him on stage and like do something, like have him up there, because like I don't know, I don't want to sit there and be like, hey, you're gonna do this when you get older. Like I want him just to see that like this is something.
What daddy does.
Yeah, like this is, but at the same time, this is what I do. But this is because I love to do it. Like he knows fucking. We don't live in like a big ass house where I'm not some paid fucking rock star by any means. But he comes to these shows and sees that like, yo, the Nile was pretty fucking full. We had a really good show that night, and like, he sees that kind of stuff from that side of it, and he just gets to feel that energy. And he even says like, what you do is really cool. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, thank you so much. I'm glad you approve. He's like, well, I always have approved. Like, dude.
I gotta let you know, everything you're saying right now is definitely fueling the baby fever that
Oh fuck.
me and Allie definitely have. It's been, oh my god, because we don't want one at all right now.
Yeah,
Fair
you
enough.
do. You
At
just
all.
said you did.
But when we see,
You see cute shit.
yeah, like when we see a little cutie pie or something like that, we're just like, dude, my fuck. Or like when we go to Target and we see like little girl clothes, we're like, dude, I'm about to fucking impregnate you right now in this fucking Target
Oh,
right now.
God.
Yeah, like, so like I had no idea that was your. I assumed that was your son, but
Yeah.
like to hear like the confirmation of how much fun he has,
Dude, he loves it.
and I'm sure he tries to like mimic you at home and stuff like that. Like,
So yes and no. Like he'll like move around. He doesn't really scream a lot, but he'll try and like air guitar and air drum a lot.
That's
so
cool.
I have a feeling he's gonna be like more of into the instrument side of things. If he does,
a nobody like Aaron, right?
oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god,
A drummer, yeah, got
fucking
it.
A, dude.
Literally a background character.
Yeah, seriously.
Truly.
Yeah.
No, fuck that. Aaron and Alex are like the fucking spine of us. Like with and DJ included. Don't get it twisted, but like,
He's being modest right now. He
No,
knows he's the star.
no. Like yeah, dude. Like when it comes to like playing stuff, I'm not gonna like suck my own dick or toot my own.
Hell yeah,
Like,
suck your own dick right now.
So,
Go
so
to
here's
work.
the thing:
Let's
is that
go.
you were in front of two dudes who will suck their own dicks at a drop of a hat. So
I don't
we
even
can't
need,
relate to
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
even need a prompt, baby. Let's
In my
fucking
own
get
band,
it.
I have a jam band right now. I know I'm the star. Like,
Oh, God.
yeah, don't worry, baby.
No,
Like,
but so the like, and it's always been like a weird thing with me too. Like what I'm about to say, because I try to like when it comes to musicianship, I do write. You know what I'm saying? I come up with like cadences and stuff like
Sure.
that or whatever. But like I always feel like my strongest area of being a vocalist or like doing this kind of stuff is like my live performance. Because like I'm able to like hold attention. DJ brought this up, like when they have to have their moments where, because they're such a technical group of guys, when they got to back off and start doing their thing, I'm able to somehow manage to keep up an energy that I don't realize I'm doing. And it,
I do want to say I had this conversation with DJ at like a separate point just a long time ago. I remember him saying like Anthony as a vocalist has like the greatest timing I've ever.
oh, you're a
fucking heard in my
fantastic
life.
frontman, dude. I mean,
Like you're just always fucking on beat with anything that's going on. And
'cause
like
I'm
that,
it's a talent.
yeah.
No, dude, for real. It is a literal talent, and you know, my little jam band does not at all compare to what you guys have done in the local metal community. And the reason why I'm so serious about this is because I was also in that community, but we never made it because of personal conflicts. You guys have always made it through that, and you guys are, you know, we talked about it with Aaron, like you guys toured, and I mean that's just something that was never on our radar. But watching your live performances, I mean, it's not just singing. And like you said, it's keeping time.
Yeah.
It's keeping the crowd ready to go.
Dude,
I mean,
100%.
and you are so on top of it. And watching you do it, you know, you have a Suicide Silence shirt, and you and I both know that, like, I mean,
Yup.
Mitch Looker, I mean, rest in
He's
peace.
why I'm the way I am, dude.
And he
Watching
was a
him live.
phenomenal frontman. And when he wasn't even jamming, I mean, there's a whole dance move based around him.
Exactly.
You know,
You do
and
the
you
foot
have,
stomps, son.
yeah, you got the stomps, and it's like you have that energy. So it's like I play guitar and I sing in my little band, you know, but the fact that when you're not singing, you're fucking walking around. You're fucking getting hype. You're hyping up the crowd.
That's what
like,
you're supposed.
that's such
like,
it's a good talent, you know.
and I'm glad that like it's like thank you that you see that like as a talent, because like me, I always feel like it's just as much as I love doing it, like it's we have a song called Iniquitous Binding, right?
Great
It's
song.
Yeah, thank you. But it's is it Iniquitous Binding? I'm pretty sure it is. I get the songs confused sometimes. I'm pretty sure it's that one though. But yeah, but I have a line where I'm talking about I longed for feelings of satisfaction. Wait, was it? Oh fuck! It's been so long since we've played it. But
No pressure.
But either way, like the lyric for the song though, it's I long for feelings of satisfaction only to be led to indoctrinations on how to please you in your eyes, dying to hold some sort of value inside. So when I like wrote that was like honestly more geared towards our listeners and stuff like that, because like I went through this phase where it was like I really felt like nobody fucking liked me, and they just liked like that energy. It's like, oh, because I can do that and I can hold this kind of shit, people like now they want to talk to me. You know, and like I sat there thinking about that for a really long time. Like I was told by a friend that like I was surrounded by yes men once, and like I was like, oh, what do you think of this? And they're like, oh, I think it's all right, but you can do like way better. I was like, well, everyone else I've like shown this to like thinks this is the shit. Like, what do you mean I could do better? Like, explain.
Yeah.
He's like, well, dude, like it's good, but like, could you like go further? Like you are like these people you show this to probably just don't want to upset you or hurt your feelings.
It's like when Tony Soprano realized that all his boys were only laughing at his jokes because he's
The
Skipper.
fucking
Yeah, because he's the fucking boss,
dude. And it's like, and it makes you fucking think, and that's why I was like, yo. So, but like that's where like that line kind of like came from, was like that feeling of shit. But
So let me ask you this. So from what you're telling me, it sounds like, have you always thought of yourself as a singer, or did you plan on being something else when
At
you were a
first?
kid? Yeah.
dude, I wanted to play guitar and sing, kind of like I wanted to do like more like post-hardcore pop punk music.
Because you come from an era where I come from, where
Yeah.
it's just like you were a big, like you said that you were a big Taking Back Sunday fan,
Fuck
and
yeah.
My Chemical Romance, and
All the
stuff
shits.
like that. So did you see yourself as a front? Because
For this
look,
kind of music?
everyone in this band does something that's very important, but because of like the definition and technicalities, you are the front man. Did you ever see yourself as an actual, like, when people are on stage, like, yeah, it's cool to look at Aaron or Mike or DJ or Alex, but they're looking at me.
Yeah.
Was that
Fuck yeah, brother.
was that your intention?
So yeah, kind of, I guess. Like I wanted that. I always wanted to stand out. Like when I was a kid, dude, and I'd put on my headphones and like I would go to sleep. I would like daydream. Like it was almost like, what's that shit, like astral projecting or whatever?
Sure.
Like manifesting.
Yeah, manifesting. Yeah.
I would be like at like whatever school I was going to at the time with my friends, and like we were playing the songs as a band in my head. So I always saw that, and like I always would like, it was never just like me doing vocals alone. It was always someone who would be like singing and I'd be screaming, or like maybe sometimes I'd sing and scream. But I did always kind of want to be in the front to do shit like that, sure, but I never thought I would actually do it.
You know what's interesting is that I feel that you feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you feel the same way I do, where you're accepting the responsibility, but you don't ever want to put the mentality of I am this band.
Yep.
And I
Never.
think that you can absolutely agree with me, where it's like, yes, we are a unit of collective ideas that make this band what it is. And there's a weird feeling that because I'm the singer, people look at me. But I don't want you to forget that there's a bunch of dudes behind me.
The talent's right here.
Right.
Exactly. 100%.
And I
Like,
think
it's-
that's
they're
such a
right
good
behind
quality
me.
to have. I mean, really. I mean, you have been, and like I mentioned earlier, you're not one to say, look at me, and we've never really hung out before. on a personal level, but I can tell that from you right now. It's so funny. Before we started the podcast, you were like, you made a joke. You were like, I'm afraid of accidentally saying something bad about my bandmates, and I can truly see that there's that love there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, your mentality is, though I'm in the front, if it wasn't for them, I would not be here.
By any means, because it's they make the stage, the pedestal that I stand on to do what I do. Because I could sit there and scream to a lot of shit, sure, but like if they weren't playing what they were doing in the way they do it, it wouldn't my vocals wouldn't accentuate it the way that it does. But it only works because of how they do shit. And together, it's like you said, like without the other one, it's like an engine, dude. Like one gear into the next gear. Like if a gear goes down, you can't drive the fucking car very well, you know. Right. And like, dude, I'm thankful as fuck for those dudes. Like we get into it sometimes when it comes to like the creative process with things, because like, you know, there's like ideas here, and like we get so passionate about what we want to do. But like at the end of the day, we've never put out a song that we didn't like.
Of course, and you know, and yeah, I always used to make the joke that a band is the just ridiculous relationship that you put yourself into.
Yep. Commitment.
But you know, after a lot of, you know, not to get too personal, but after a lot of therapy and really being with someone who
I need to see a fucking therapist.
Well, we can talk about that later. You know, after a lot of therapy myself, which is absolutely the best money you can spend, investing on yourself is really just amazing. And being with someone who is so patient, I've learned that little passive aggressive arguments are not going to cause you to break up.
They shouldn't, at least.
They shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like when we have little arguments about, oh, did you take the trash out, or did you do the laundry?
The nothing fights.
Yeah, the nothing fights. You know, it's like that can, and I've associated that with my own little band. You know, and I assume you guys have definitely had spats before, you know. But it's like
anyone who tells you within their band they've never gotten into some kind of like tissy fit with one person or another, they're a fucking liar.
They're a liar.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, 100%. And
it's okay. Like you don't gotta sit there and let the whole world know whatever the fuck happened. But like at the end of the day, dude, there's no way everyone's going to agree on the same thing all the time. A majority of the time, sure, maybe, but like ideas. You got a bunch of fucking artists, people who have creative differences or whatever the fuck. Like, it's not even like a difference. It's just different creative stuff.
Yeah.
But.
And that's what, you know, and that's what I kind of fear about us. You know, I always make the joke that like, oh, like Robert doesn't do anything, but that's not true. I don't really mean that.
I know, I carry this show.
No, but seriously, Robert, I don't know how much you know about this show, but
I kind of overheard like he came on somewhat recently.
Episode 10.
Right?
No, he came on episode
recently.
10.
Okay, 10.
So I kind of had the revelation of just when Robert is on, we have such a good back and forth
100%.
that I could not see myself with someone else as a guest. And originally, so some background and some history. My original premise of this podcast was a solely chicken soup for the soul, where I was going to spend 30 minutes by myself and just talk about traumatic experiences of my life. Now, granted, I can still be emotional. I can still be deep dwelling.
Yeah.
But I love saying boner jokks and fucking stupid dumb woman jokes. And you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And he meets my character. There hasn't been a situation yet where he and I disagree on the future of the podcast, but I accept and I welcome that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
one day there's gonna be some kind of like, not like a spat, but like an idea here was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That's all, and that's all it is.
Yeah, the day will come when I decide to absorb Jacob and take the podcast as my own.
Yeah.
And he
and I'll sue him, and you know that'll be
dwelling in the basement.
Yeah.
You know,
rebranded.
let me just say, I also appreciate the fact that you have also been one of the few guests that have not been like, this isn't a basement. Like, go fuck yourself. We're based out of fucking Arizona. No one in Arizona has a fucking basement.
Let me tell you
actually,
something,
some of them
dude.
do, Jacob, you fucking idiot.
I have seen
some people do, yeah, 100%. But let me tell you though, if I came here to do this and we did go into a basement, I would be like, yo, we're in a basement? I wouldn't be surprised we weren't. You know, like,
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be more shook that we were, and I'd fucking ask you where you found this bitch. You know,
This has been an amazing episode, dude. I think we're gonna go a little bit longer than an hour and a half. Hour and a half's our fucking Usual.
That's our usual cutoff. What are we at now?
Hour 26.
Don't jinx it, you fucking bitch. Now
All right, we're going to cut it right here.
Now we're going to run out of shit to talk
All
about.
right.
Absolutely not.
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say there's always shit to talk about.
No, for real. And
I
you
got
know,
my conspiracy theory about The Sopranos still I could tell you about. I forgot about that. I've been fucking.
I just wanted to I really wanted to grasp like your perspective on your band because I appreciate, and this is something I've said since episode 1, anything that you feel so passionate about that you want to continue doing. And I don't want people to think that it's something like this or a band. It could literally be fucking
Whatever you're passionate about.
Masturbating.
Masturbating.
Dude,
like
if
if that's
jerk off the most in one day, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
like
You
if
gotta
that's
set your mind to it.
if that's literally what you want to be, like fucking do it. And so, you know, you were not an original band member.
I was not.
The only Alex, DJ, and Aaron are
They're the
original
only-
band
yeah,
members.
they're the OG 3.
You know, and they found you, and you have, you know, I don't want to say just you, but you as a incarnate of the entire band have progressed it farther than I would say it's safe to assume that most people in the band thought would go.
I still remember the Facebook post where they were like, "Yeah, it's official. Anthony's
Dude.
the fucking vocalist."
Oh, dude, seriously.
I just shared the video we made and everything for that. I think it was yesterday, or was it today? Hold on, let me look at my Facebook real quick.
Jamie, pull that up right now.
Dude, I said
Are we
that
doing an
another
episode
podcast
on the
we did.
anniversary of you becoming the official vocalist?
Don't even
I
say that
think it
right now,
is.
dude.
I think it is. Hold on.
That's pretty sweet.
Yo, 100% today marks 5 years that I've been in the Exiled Martyr.
Fuck
Holy
yeah.
shit.
That's awesome,
Momentous
dude.
fucking episode right here.
Dude, that's fantastic.
That's
and
fucking
I don't know
cool.
what's going on outside of your life, out of the band, but let me just say, I appreciate you as a 5 collective unit. 5 people collectively have said, let's not let miscellaneous bullshit get in the way of our success. And that's, you know, and I appreciate most of the people that I was in a band with, you know, but it didn't work for us, you know, and then that's just how it is. But the fact that you guys, honestly, you guys have been jamming just the same amount of time as we were. You joined that band the same time Reflectionless, my band, were still playing shows with Winds of Plague and Census Fail and big stuff. You guys continued, and that's what I appreciate. You know, I think that's really awesome, you know?
No, dude, and like that's like the one thing we've always like said we wanted to do is because we have like been around for so long essentially and like done so much in like what the little time we have done shit, I guess. We don't want to just like fizzle out and like it, I don't know, like we work too hard for that. So even if like, especially with me, it's like even if we just stayed like a local band forever, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously like the idea is I would love to get signed, sure. Who fuck,
Of course.
wouldn't?
Yeah, who would?
But just doing this and having the kind of fun, like this is a great pastime. Like I work my 9 to 5 still. I have like my regular life. I take care of my kids and like it's, I don't know, dude. Like I love doing what I do. I love doing it who I do it with too. And like I'm glad that like I don't know, just working with them. I'm a little.
You're gonna make me
fucking
cry,
big
dude.
now.
I mean, I'm getting a little emotional right now,
Oh,
for real.
God.
I mean, like, no, seriously, like, Robert and I work our 9 to 5s. You know what I mean? Like, we don't, and this is what I appreciate is that it's not about. Of course, it's stupid to assume. My goal with this
I
is just
expected to be famous.
my goal.
That is
Because
the end
I'm
game.
a stud.
I'm very disappointed that we're not here yet.
Yeah.
I've already I'm drawing up papers with a lawyer.
Right.
This misinformation.
But,
I
like-
will absorb you.
yeah.
This is really, I mean, it's something that I look forward to every single Friday. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if I have to clock into work that next Monday. This is what we do. And without the worry of if I become famous or not, if it's not, I'm going to stop doing this. The fact that you, like what you just said, is that I still have my fucking normal day to day. I see my fucking kids. I have bullshit experiences at work.
Yup.
But you know what? Every fucking Saturday, I go jam with my fucking band. That makes me so happy, and I want to see people do more of that because this is something that's a creative outlet for the both of us.
Right.
And you can have a creative outlet that doesn't need to involve money. Of course, it would be amazing
Right.
If I didn't have to work a day job, this is all we would do.
Fuck yeah. Like,
We do
you're not
3
gonna turn it
episodes a
down.
week. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
we'd pay someone to edit them and fucking, you
No,
know, but
I'd edit them.
I don't trust no one. We
but
keep the money.
that is that's just such a good positive energy to have. And so that's really awesome, man.
And you have to have that like kind of mindset with this stuff, because otherwise, like, that's when things can feel like a chore, and that's when you lose that drive for it, and it's no longer a passion. And like, dude, Exiled, like you said, like we meeting up every Saturday. It's funny. We meet up every Monday and Tuesday. So you know what I mean? So like we have like this super hardcore regime.
Oh, you got a 2 a day or 2 a week.
Yeah. And well, usually it'll be like writing one day and then jamming a set list or whatever, to possibly jamming the song we've been writing the next, you know? And but we take our stuff super seriously, but we still have so much fun while doing it, because we're able to still like bullshit around.
So
And,
do you guys like schedule those 2 days like hour by hour? Like you guys have like
No, we rent out this practice space studio. It's 24-hour lockout, so we can go there whenever the fuck we please. When me and my ex broke up and I had nowhere to go, I slept in that bitch for like a week, like, until I figured some shit out. But like, yeah, because I just showed up like 3 a.m. I'm like, I have nowhere to go. Like, yeah, I showed up there. And like, yo, it was dope, because like you can do that, and like I was able to listen to my music and jam out, and then
That's what it takes,
sleep.
man. No one has ever earned success in life without the most tremendous hardships.
Yeah,
I mean, really. I mean, unless you're someone's son, you know what I mean? Like
True.
you don't just walk into this. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's like, it sucks. I wish you didn't have to sleep in the fucking band studio. But it is a progressional
it's part of
memory.
the game, though.
It's part of the game. You know, it's like, I have somewhere to go, and this is what I care about.
And doing this for like, if we were like a new band still coming up, that wouldn't have been something I was able to do. Like, I'm gonna go sleep in my band's practice space.
Right.
Like we're at a point in our careers, wherever the fuck, where I have that as a fallback. Like, it's not something bad. You know what I mean? Like, it was, I wouldn't live there forever. You know, but, like, thank God for it, because like we were able to essentially, like, I feel like, if you want to fucking think about it, music put me in a spot where I didn't go homeless for a little bit.
Well, because that's what you love, though.
Yeah, and because of doing what I love, exactly. Like, it saved me in the long run. Somewhere.
It wasn't a chore. At this point, there's no way it can be a chore. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes some
yeah.
shit is tedious with
Yeah.
being in a band, and I would love to be able to just be like, send it, and like just not worry about shit. Like, just get an email like, hey, A or B,
Right.
A. Thank you. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I want. I just yes and no's, but like otherwise, I don't know. I'll carry gear if I have to.
You're the singer. You have to. The singer and the bass player have to carry all the gear.
No, that's what you think. Check it out.
That's what you.
There's a trick, bro, and I'm.
you just
I'm
take
gonna
a shit when you pull up to the venue.
No, you help load onto the stage, right? See, when we get done playing, I'm very fucking tired after jumping around like that, and they just expect me to, like, you know, carry everything, and I should help. So I'll grab like 2 things on my way off that stage the first time. I'll always have my hands full when I walk off the stage, but then I just don't go back into the venue after I go to the parking lot.
I'm done, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm out there and I'm waiting, I'm breathing, and Aaron's like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be good." There was one time, dude. Were you at that show where I puked? At
no,
Pub Rock?
but I was gonna bring. I'm so pissed you brought that up first.
So fucked.
One of my favorite pictures is it was a picture of you throwing
Yeah.
up into that trash can.
I have it on a poster in my house,
Oh, it's so fucking funny. I love that picture.
dude. I love and hate it at the same time, because if you, I don't know if you like fully observed it, but if you can look like how hot we get up there and how sweaty it is, like my underwear are like dry around my ass cheeks, but it's like right down the crack of my ass.
Oh yeah.
And like, dude, part of that, yes, was from the show, but the other part of that, 100% from me heaving in that trash can. I was not having it that night. It was all bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's Mike's doing too.
That's a smoker's lung, because I get that. Yeah.
Fuck. Well, no. So Mike, he fucking what was it? He's like, I'm gonna go get food one day before we played this show. And I was like, all right. And he's like, I didn't ask him for shit. He comes back with food for all of us, and he has this big bacon cheeseburger from Carl's Jr.
Nice.
Fucking yeah, right? I'm like, bro.
Always. Look at me. You think I'm not gonna be excited about that? Come on.
No, but so you shouldn't, like, all right, with how much I jump around and shit, I should not have done that. And I never eat before I play usually. Something very light maybe, but
Yeah.
like I ate that whole thing in the French fries and drank the whole Coke.
Oh,
and,
no.
dude, I shook around like a fucking soda pop. And like, I blew it, dude, right there. I remember turning around looking at Aaron and I was like, and he's just pointing at the fucking door with his head because he's playing the drum solo thingy. And like, it's not a drum solo. He'll get so mad that I said that. He doesn't do drum solos. He hates drum solos are fucking. He doesn't do those.
Does he think those are gay?
They're
I'm pretty
useless.
sure he
I
does.
mean, whatever.
Yeah.
They're useless.
I tell him I was like, you should do it. He goes, hell no, because that's Aaron.
Oh, you said that. What?
The perfect impersonation.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. Oh fuck.
Can we go on another break?
Yeah.
No.
I wish you would have fucking not done that.
Oh, do you wish that?
God, stupid. He doesn't know how audio production works. I do everything.
I
So.
know exactly
all the
how
sound.
audio
So
production
yeah,
works.
let's just fucking put a bunch of fucking beers and slide them over the table, asshole.
It's called authenticity, and the crowd loves it.
All right, we're gonna go
I
on
was gonna
break.
say, I've heard.
And now more of the Basement Dweller.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Dude.
I can't believe you know how to do that. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
God.
Like, I'm sure you get that question all the time, dude.
A lot. So when I was a kid, dude, like I don't know, like 16 was when I started doing it because I saw Mitch Lucker, right?
Yeah.
Like I saw Suicide Silence at Mayhem Fest.
First of all, can you tell everyone what that song was?
That was in Tropic Abyss off of our new our newest fucking EP, Novum Phenum.
Yes. Yeah. Such a great E EP.
Banger.
Yeah, dude, thank you. I love it so much too. That one because it's cool with the whole concept that we had going behind it with everything. But,
Now I'm going to retract my statement. That shit sucks. Defend it.
defend it, no, dude. So all right. It's funny as shit because like it's based off of like the story that we have for it. It's almost similar to that movie, The Thing, I guess.
Sick.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen it though.
What?
Yeah.
Damn,
You've never
real
seen the
shit.
original
I
thing
was-
with Russell Crowe?
Yeah.
Like,
Have you
oh.
ever played Among
Is
Us?
it Russell Crowe or Kurt Russell? I thought it was Kurt Russell.
It's Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So no, and I have played
Have you
Among Us. I
ever
heard it's
played
the same
Among
shit.
Us?
Yeah.
It's literally Among Us, the movie.
Literally.
I know. And like, that,
He be acting kind of sus.
so check it, and that's 100% what the whole story of Novum Phenum is. It is fucking Among Us. It's fucking The Thing. And like we did it before this shit came out. It's supposed to be.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a bold statement.
No, well, no. So
Damn.
obviously we're not the first ones to ever do
You
it.
heard it here first. Exiled Martyr invented Among Us.
No, so, dude, when this shit started happening, we were like, "Oh fuck!" But well, no, because COVID happened, right? And it's so what the? Oh my god, that freaked me out for a second. I was like, "What's happening here?" But
We might get sued for that.
no, god,
It wasn't long enough. There's not.
It's gotta be like a certain.
There's no way D. Norris is gonna sue us. So you can play that whole
You
clip.
sussy baka.
Oh my god!
Continue.
But I fucking forgot what I was gonna say.
No, you were saying that it was about like a. I
Oh yeah,
guess.
the song itself. So or the EP. So it's kind of like that concept, but they're in space essentially though. So it's like the same idea, but they're in space, and that's why like in Tropic Abyss, it's I like that one because it's supposed to be like the last passenger finally realizing it's like, look, it's up to me to pretty much like make a difference and like a change and everything, and like essentially he's just got to like accept the fact that like no one's coming, like because the whole space station they're on, like the idea of it is like you can't trust your friends anymore. Like you get sick.
Yeah.
And like this thing takes over you, and it becomes like a hive mind type deal for them. That's why, like in which one is it? I think it's in Novum Phenum. It's like you're not one. No, yeah, you're not one of us. No, that's Containment Breach. I get them all mixed up, dude. But like we have that line like you're not one of us. It's like when the crew like realizes it's like yo, holy shit, something's gone awry. But like in Tropic Abyss, that song itself, like I like it because it's that realization of like I'm fucked, and the last lines, it's screaming in the empty black vacuum, praying for an opportunity. My prayers won't be answered. No one's coming for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's because it's just like, dude, it's that like acceptance of like I'm fucking dead. And then like the end of it too, it's like towards like the very end of the song, it's just like a play on like screaming, "Help me, save me, help me." But then it's like save us, because that's like finally like that guy like he's not him anymore. The thing took over. Yeah. And like it's in my head, there's a bunch of disagreements between the band about what happens on the spaceship. We didn't think about it, but like I have like this idea where the spaceship crashes into like a sun, and like the dude, like how I thought of it when I was writing everything is he sends the ship into the sun so nothing gets back to Earth. Because like if this comes back to Earth, everyone's fucked.
Yeah.
Right.
But so I always see him as like crashing it into the sun, and then Aaron's like, well, that was never confirmed. I'm like, whoa, what? like, we made it. We can't confirm it. He's like, but we didn't.
need some canon on this album, dude.
Aaron's literally just like not confirming the canon.
He doesn't want to confirm the canon.
He's just like, nah, let's leave it up to
I'm saying
whoever's
it right
listening.
now. The story ends with spaceship crashing into like a sun of some sort.
You heard it here first. Official Exiled Martyr lore.
Yeah, dude.
That's exactly how
5-year
that.
So
anniversary.
let me ask this. So it's like, okay, like it let's just say hypothetically it crashes on a sun, and then humans go to investigate the ship. Are they in danger?
Yeah, of
It's a
course,
sun.
there. It's the fucking sun.
No. I was gonna say, well, then you definitely just confirmed the thing. Like that's what the album's about, is the thing.
Essentially, is that what they do? They send
So the
thing
end
to
of the
sun?
movie, if I remember,
I don't remember
correctly.
the end
So
of the,
the end
thing.
of the
I just
movie-
remember the dog, really.
yeah. So at the end of the movie, there's kind of like a, I mean, you know what the movie's about.
Yeah, I do.
So even in the remake, it's
They remade that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out.
I think with what's his name's son.
Kurt Russell's son?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Isn't his name like Army Hammer or something like that? Or
Is that Kurt Russell's
Warren
son?
Hammer?
Army
something like-
Hammer is a person.
Yeah, that's him.
There's
Okay.
a person's name, Army Hammer.
Army Hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to meet him.
He's
Um,
I need to shake this man's hand.
but essentially, the end of the movie is that like there's a bunch of like fucking like other scientists who like go to this base who has had nothing but like distress calls. It's just the time frame of the movie is not enough time for people to go to fucking Antarctica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's not a whole population there. So, but the end of the movie is essentially just like a dog going towards them, which as the viewer, you kind of know information that they don't, where it's just like, so do you know what the thing is?
it's the thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the thing.
I mean, I mean, really, it's an
So
alien. It's an alien who can.
Is it really? I guess I've never seen the fucking movie. And like when we wrote,
So it's
this,
an alien who can essentially decompose, however, encompass human life. So it's like you could be the thing,
and
but
you
like
wouldn't know it.
but I wouldn't know it.
Yeah. So I understood that. So okay, so that's an alien who can like reassemble himself and make him. Okay.
But they have weaknesses. Like what's the big like fire?
Fire, yeah.
Fire's like I mean, just like humans, but like specifically with fire,
Like it gets scared.
it gets scared. Like it's
Okay.
scared of fire. So it's kind of like
I'm gonna
yeah.
fucking watch this.
Have you
one
ever
day.
seen like
Great movie,
Signs?
dude.
Yeah, it's really good. Have you ever seen Signs?
So fuck yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen
so, like,
Signs.
with water.
That movie
Yeah.
introduced me to
Can
anxiety.
I just say that I used to be
Just
so
like-
afraid of that movie until I
Yeah.
realized that like
you're
they're
a punk ass.
they're afraid of water.
No, check this out. You know what fucked with me about Signs? There was that scene where he's like, it's right when the aliens are about to like fully invade. And no, dude, because I remember watching this with my dad, and my dad was like on a whole nother level of overanalyzing shit.
Yeah.
And like we're watching that scene where he's like crying and making them dinner, and they're all having dinner, and it's everything they all would want to eat. And I was like, could you imagine you're about to fucking die and like you're just out here cooking all this food? And like my dad like looked at me, and I remember it was like he had a moment. He's like, imagine cooking the last potential meal for your family.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm fucking 9. I don't need to think about my family dying tomorrow.
I have 2 questions to ask.
I haven't even cooked a first meal for my family.
Yeah, dude. And it fucking sent me down like this spiral of like realization. I was like watching Mel Gibson cry in that scene. Like it sends shivers down my spine because literally it's like that's why he's making all their favorite foods.
2 questions
And
to
the,
ask you.
hold on, the juxtaposition between Mel Gibson crying in that scene and then listening to Mel Gibson's audio tapes of him just being completely racist.
Night and day. Just like,
Are you a Jewish cop?
I'm sorry, that had nothing to do with anything.
So okay. So do you believe in aliens?
I do. 100%.
Do you believe that they are more able to come see us more than they are to, or like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, do you feel like they are more able to come see us than we are to come see them?
Yeah, if they wanted to see it, like if they've been here, obviously. I mean, there's so much like, I feel like there's been more signs than not. I don't, haha, no pun intended.
LMAO.
Yeah. there's been like more like things that have happened that that shows that they have been here. Like I do believe like there was like assistance with like the pyramid type shits. Like when they like explain how big these people were, like and like the giants that helped them or whatever. Like this. You follow the Bible, but you don't look at the fucking hieroglyphics that it's like fucking there.
I
too,
appreciate
you know?
that. It's like you don't like. Why are you so
You get
on
so
this one
one-sided,
particular
dude, close-minded.
thing, but you don't look at like the fact that we found like giant bones.
Yeah, like and it's like, how do you explain? Oh, well, there was dinosaurs. It's like, yeah, but dinosaurs weren't shaped like fucking. They weren't built like that.
I
They
like
were
Joe.
built like birds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like Joe Rogan's theory that like a bunch of aliens came here to
shouldn't
like
admit
fuck
that.
aliens.
You shouldn't admit that.
they came here to fuck aliens.
Oh no, to fuck like monkeys. You know what I mean? And then like they made us.
Yo,
You know what I mean?
see, I get
shouldn't
confused
admit-
with that shit because what happened with coming from fish? I remember something about we coming from fish too, or something like that. It's monkeys
Well,
for sure.
No, fish were like
Did monkeys
we
then?
we
Fish then
started
monkeys.
No, yeah, the fish became monkeys because everything started as like basically fucking tadpoles in the water.
That's what I remember.
Until one of the tadpoles decided it was gonna grow legs.
Yeah, I want to go fucking on shore, bro.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm trying to breathe air, motherfuckers.
dude.
Like,
Right.
Evolution. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Fuck. Those things kept dying so they could get stronger.
So here's my thing. So you believe in aliens,
Uh-huh.
which if you said no, I would have spent 45 minutes telling
Converting
you.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
It's ridiculous that I know people who were just like, nope, it's just us. Like you're so fucking stupid.
Dude, I saw at the same time, like I wouldn't say they're stupid, more so like think about like being like it's like trying to deny something because of how scary it could be to accept it.
Yeah.
Sure. You know what I'm saying?
And then I agree with that because I'm so terrified of aliens because I've told Allie
What if
this
they
where I'm
ain't
like,
friendly?
we have so much video evidence of just UFOs and stuff like that where it's
Yeah.
like the fact that there's nothing that unless they're lying to us, which
how do you know
maybe,
it's video evidence?
I guess, but even the or not the FBI, but like even remember like last year
Yeah, they
or
started
like
confirming
they were
shit.
just like, yeah, UFOs exist.
That's because we were finding out about egregious shit the government was doing.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe it could be like like we're trying to distract you from our whatever we're doing, but my whole thing is that it's like if UFOs are real, they have done more than what the humanity of space programs have done on this earth. So that means they've definitely known about not interdimensional, but like space or
They're
light
capable
speed
of space travel.
Like, space travel, which we are not. It takes us weeks to get to
Well,
the
it's like, I
moon.
was gonna say,
No,
we are
it takes us
capable.
days to get to the moon.
Days.
Give us some credit.
Yeah, dude. We're fast. But
Yeah,
no.
we're pretty quick.
But either way, no, like space travel, it's possible for us. It's just on the scale of what's possibly behind with these aliens.
We
I don't
haven't
know.
figured out how to take enough oxygen with us to go
We
further.
will never,
Yeah.
so we will never see commercial Mars travel.
That's not us,
Not
but
us.
humans will.
Humans will, but we won't.
Yeah.
Like we will be dead before Mars travel is a thing. And so my whole thing is that they
I
have
don't necessarily believe that.
Like,
No?
we might see it at like the cusp of it, dude.
I don't think we'll be alive for people living on Mars, but I think there's a possibility we'll be alive for people like taking a
of it.
fucking vacation to Mars. Like going to just like we're gonna spend a shitload of money to go like walk Mars like it's the fucking Grand Canyon.
So here's my
and
thing
then
though.
come back.
So do you feel like we will live in a time that near light speed travel will exist?
Dude, I think we'll hit light speed before we die.
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
that would be cool. As
I don't
fuck.
think so.
I totally
Well,
do.
dude, they're doing that one train that they're trying to figure out how to do like underground to go from coast to coast almost, and that's pretty much like fucking. They're trying to do it to where you can go from like California to New York in like an hour and a half or something like that.
That's so fucking
You
fast.
see what I'm saying? Like so, like
Yeah, but do you
That's
understand how
retarded.
fast? Do you understand how?
those golden flowers.
Oh, she was.
it's KK.
Sorry, Allie's trying to flex on.
All right, yeah. Well,
Allie's
you
trying to-
still didn't beat Animal Crossing. Show me your golden
Okay.
roses.
Hold on. Here's my thing though: is that okay? That's fast, but do you understand how slow that is to almost
Compared
light
to
speed
light speed.
travel?
I know. Or
But here's the thing:
almost,
because humans will never reach light speed because light.
That's not true.
That is true because light speed
Prove it.
is what light travels in
Is that why they call it light speed?
Yes.
I know.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that like matter cannot travel as fast as light speed can. So even if we get 99.99% fast, that time between New York and Los Angeles is still in
But
seconds.
Say somebody invents Wonka vision, but like it works like for real, not just like on a candy bar, but like for people.
Not just on a candy
But it's
bar.
not. It's what I'm saying is that
not yet?
that's a fantasy.
You're a fantasy.
You can't take I can't take the matter that is Anthony and make him the size of this beer bottle.
Yeah, maybe not you.
I'm saying like humans. It's physically impossible.
I don't think so though, bro.
No?
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe like right now it's not attainable, but nothing's ever. What's really been impossible?
Nothing.
You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that made bicycles figured out how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Big fucking facts.
I don't know, dude.
we went from horses to cars.
The Nazis figured out how to cook 6 million people
Holy shit!
in a heartbeat.
Yeah, Nazis are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Like, you know.
Oh my!
He gets so nervous. I love it, dude. I love having new people on the podcast because they are not prepared.
No, I'm prepared for. I can sit there and like deal with it.
Then hold on.
I don't know.
I haven't even asked my second question.
It is touche.
Second
Here
question.
we go.
That was only one question.
That was the whole time.
It's all right.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
You don't believe in supernatural stuff? So like,
I don't believe in an afterlife. So it's like my whole thing is that when you die, that's it.
I love how this was a question for Anthony, but Jacob's answer.
No, I'm just trying. I'm just trying to give some examples. Like in my opinion, when you die, that is it. So it's like there's no way. Like in my opinion, how do you exist on a plane that is not humanity or death?
So, and check it out. And this is where I kind of like get anxiety sometimes because like I be thinking about this way too much, but like life after death, because say you're right. Like, and this is why I like to try and believe in some kind of ghostly stuff. Because other than like, ooh, spooky shit is cool, my relatives, whatever. But like, I like to try and believe in that like in some way that happens because that's how you're still recollecting shit. Because if there is nothing when you die, right? Say there is no fucking I'm born into this fucking tree or I'm born into another fucking person, whatever. Say there's nothing like that. What the fuck is there gonna be? It's just gonna be like a blank, like when you close your eyes. Is that do you feel that? Do you know it's happening?
So that's a good question. But the way that I feel is that
Like,
when
what
your
is
brain
nothing?
when your brain is shut off, you cannot even comprehend
That you
nothing.
know of. That you know of. When people fucking die and come back because everything's shut the fuck down and they have like some kind of experience though. And they're
They
like,
come back with the truth.
yeah, but they always have some kind of story. You know what I'm saying? And it's like maybe it's like I don't know, they're hallucinating, they're out of it, they lost oxygen to their brain, whatever. But they always come back saying it's like they're mumbling some shit, and like I just like to believe, and with like I don't know, and if not that so much that because I don't like believing. I believe in a higher power, but I would never fucking say I believe in God. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Because like I believe in like higher energies and shit, like other like just stuff like that. Like because I don't know where else is it gonna go. Like because I really just can't believe that like a soul or whatever the fuck just dies. I do believe in like reincarnation.
So you believe
type shit.
in the idea of a soul?
I do. My little brother, dude. My old man had a kid that was still out in New York, whatever, and she had passed away of fucking cancer. And I'm pretty sure it was like something like my mom was pregnant with my little brother. I think it was almost 90 days to the day my little brother was born after Samantha passes away. And my dad did all this. My dad like went off the deep end with it too. But like when he was looking into it, apparently reincarnation takes about like 90 days to do. A soul's reborn in 90 days. My kid brother was born 90 days after all that. So and he has like the same color eyes as my older sister would have. So that's my dad's just like stuck on it. And it's also with like a whole nother broad. So of course it could have been like just his genes, but like
Right.
who knows?
Just
So
luck of
let
the
me ask you
draw.
this.
Yeah, but it's
so,
just something to think about.
So let me ask you this. So do you feel like you're a doomed soul to walk the earth until you either go to heaven or hell, or do you feel like there is a like a reincarnation?
I think if I'm lucky, I'll be reincarnated. But like if I had to say like, okay, if it gets to the point where like, hey, there is a heaven, there is a hell, and like, or you could be reincarnated if you did super good, maybe. I know for a fact that like I'd be going to like hell.
So then I have okay. Well, you kind of answered my question, but I want to elaborate on that. So here's 2 questions. So question number 1 is: do you feel like you've lived on Earth before you have now?
Yeah, I feel like I have, but just because I feel like that old soul type shit. Like I feel like there's just like certain things, like the way I think about some things. I don't want to sit there and say that like I think above other people, but some people have different ways they do things and act, and like the way things they enjoy. Like, why would I, out of nowhere, just like start enjoying like fucking listening to Frank Sinatra? Like I grew up like it would frustrate me, but like I feel like you get like those old tastes, and it's like something familiar about it. Even though it was like, yeah, it was in my childhood, but it's just like I feel like it's like so much closer for stuff like that, you know?
Okay.
Or like weird tastes. I don't know.
So you feel like there's something about you that if it wasn't for the fact that you were around that time, maybe you wouldn't be interested. But because maybe you were around that time, you're interested.
Yeah. I guess you could say
Okay.
that.
So let me ask you this. So in the first thing you said, why do you feel like you would go to hell?
Just because like, so
I'm not asking you to like repent for your sins,
no,
but like,
I know, but like, and I don't believe in like repenting. I don't think that's fucking real, because like motherfuckers, like if you can repent, if you can do something super shitty and then go to church one day and be like, hey, look, last week I was a cocksucker, but like moving forward, I'm not gonna do that ever again. Can you like forgive me? And you got like this dude who can like bless you and like now you're good to go to heaven. No, I don't think it really worked, because morally we're taught to like do the right thing no matter what. So if you do something super fucked up or whatever, like that's gonna stick with you.
So that's how I was growing up. I mean, were your, you know, I've always actually I've always wanted to ask you this. Were your parents ever religious, Robert?
Yeah, man. I was raised Mormon.
What?
Yeah.
By who?
My dad's side of the family entirely is Mormon. They're still Mormon.
So they believe in
Usually
like
you don't go back.
so
You're
they
like,
so,
you know?
so they believe in like Joseph Smith and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Does he believe in that?
No.
Your dad?
No, after a certain point in my life, it was pretty early. Like before I was even in like middle school, they like basically denounced the Mormon church and shit.
So okay, but here's my question though.
Sometimes
So
they come out of it.
Yeah.
so before middle school, were you taught to be a Mormon?
I went to
man?
Sunday school and shit.
That's not Mormon.
Like,
So,
it was
what do
too
you
early
mean?
for me to like really be.
It's Mormon, like Sunday school, I don't feel like it's confirmed to like one branded church.
Well, no, it's not. You're right. But were you taught Mormon values? I mean, there is definitely a difference between Christianity.
Probably, but it was so early for me that like I don't really remember. They got out of it early enough for me to like not really be affected by it. My major religion
yeah.
was
Christianity.
Yeah. And we went to Radiant Church for a while, and it was one of those Christian churches, like those modern Christian churches, where it was just like, you know, a lot of Jesus rock and
Yeah,
fucking,
I was gonna say the rock youth bands and shit.
yeah, all that shit.
I
And
played guitar for one of them. hoes.
Yep, I
did.
played bass for one of those. So.
See, dude, you gotta start with the church. Thanks, Jesus.
Yeah.
So I didn't fuck with that, and eventually, I don't remember what age, but my parents were like, you could like, you know, you can go to church if you want or not go to church. And I was just like, I'm not going to fucking go to church.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have so much better shit to do on my Sundays than this right now.
Dude, absolutely. And that was my dad. Like I was
going to ask you, like, so it's like, how were you raised?
So I was raised on whatever the fuck I wanted to believe in. Like I was baptized Catholic and everything like that. I had gone to Catholic church with my folks a few times. I remember my aunt dragging me if I wanted to stay at my cousin's house. I had to go to church on Sunday, and like that kind of sucked. But like, and her fucking pancakes were trash.
Oh no,
I'll never forget. Like I didn't know anyone who could fuck pancakes up much like her, and I don't know. I'm not gonna get too fucking
talent.
into that. Yeah, dude. No, there's a special kind of like hatred that ran through her fucking veins to fuck pancakes up like this. They literally tasted. I don't know how to describe it. I remember she called my mom because she was so mad that I wouldn't eat these fucking pancakes before church. She's like, Anthony, I need you to eat them. I was like, Mom, you told me that if I really didn't like the way something tasted, as long as I was honest, I didn't have to eat it. She goes, are they really that bad? I was like, these are the worst fucking pancakes I've ever had. And
I mean, I don't mean to stop talking about the pancakes, but like, I mean, seriously, I mean, so okay,
Oh, yeah, right.
So your parents,
Wow,
so
I was
according to
really
you,
invested in these
so you
pancakes.
said that you were raised to
Awful
believe
pancakes.
you were raised to believe whatever you want. But
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume from Italian, northeastern or
Northeastern,
Northeastern,
the East Coast,
yeah, people. I mean, it had to be some kind of Catholic or.
So yeah, like I said, I was baptized Catholic. So like, and my dad, I think I made that joke when you were in the bathroom earlier, because on my dad's side of the family, I'm not too sure if he was forced into church, in all honesty, because my grandmother was Jewish, but my grandfather was Catholic. So like, that would technically make my dad confused. That was his running joke.
Sure.
Because because in the Catholic religion, your father makes you Catholic. In like the Jewish religion, it's your mom. So like that's why like with him specifically, he even says like really.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Continue.
Was I muted?
You were on accident. My bad.
Golly. No, but
I've been muted this whole time.
what?
I mute him.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Continue. I'm sorry.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. But no. So my dad, he was really big on like letting me do whatever I want, and my mom, I don't think she was made to go to church. I have to ask her in all honesty, but they wanted to make sure that we, like me and my brothers, felt comfortable and would believe in whatever we wanted. And they always even said like no matter what we did, like they would support it. It's just what makes us happy as like their kids.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I was always raised of just pure 100% Christianity.
Yeah, dude, I meet people who were like were you forced to church and stuff like that? Or like you probably wanted to go.
Yeah, I wasn't forced.
You know what
I
I'm
wanted
saying?
to because I felt good. Like
Yeah.
because my parents liked that I felt good to go, I naturally felt good.
And that's how it, and honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Because when I would go to church, like I would actually go to church with my friends. And I more so went at first to go just get out of my fucking house. I was with my friends. So I was like 12, 13. But then like for a little bit, I did get into it. And like I wouldn't consider myself like religious at that point, but I was very interested in finding out more. And that's another reason why I believe in the things the way I do. Because like you can't really, when you ask questions about things and people get mad at you in church because like you're just asking like a logical fucking type question. It's like, why are you getting mad at me? I'm a kid asking a regular question. And like, that's why I had a big problem with religion to begin with for a while, because it's like, if you didn't just sit there, shut up and believe what they wanted you to believe, you were like against everything. And it's like, no.
So it's interesting that you bring that up, because with Christianity, it is really Christianity or nothing.
Yep.
I would say it's nerf or it's nothing.
You know what I mean? Pretty much what it is with Catholicism too, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Catholicism is arguably harder on that.
Yeah,
so
if
it
feels good.
So
Stop.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, really. I mean, especially with Catholicism, it was like, if you feel good, you should stop doing that and do what makes you miserable.
Exactly.
With Christianity, you could do what makes you happy, but it has to be what God says
Within
that
the
you do.
guidelines
Yes.
of that shit.
So my whole thing was,
I don't believe in
we've
that.
talked about it multiple times on the podcast, so it's kind of an old bit at this point. But when I was a kid, and I would say between the ages of 9 and 13, I became what I later discovered as sexually attractive to males.
Okay.
You know, and I had friends that, though I didn't know it at the time, but due to therapy as an adult, I was friends with them because
You were attracted
I
to
found them attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I wanted to, and as a kid, I was like, okay, like what if what if we kissed right now? You know what I mean? Like stuff like that, you know? And so I spent a long, and when I say a long, I mean between the ages of 9 and 18, a long time with really just like, this is all I've ever known, you know? So that by definition, what I'm feeling right now is going to send me straight to hell, right? So I would feel guilty about that. But then I would do my own research and I would think, how are these people who supposedly stand with the Christian or the Catholic or whatever church, and they're accused of all this heinous, crazy stuff, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's okay because I repented, I get to go to heaven.
Yeah.
So it's like, at first I thought like, okay, this is how I feel, so I'm going to go to hell. And I'm not going to waste my time on this earth fearing that I'm going to go to hell. But then I started realizing it's like, there's no way, there's no fucking way that how I want to spend my life during this life, to be happy, is going to condemn me for life. Now, granted, I have a girlfriend.
Right.
She's a woman who identifies as female, but I think men are attractive, and I'm a open bisexual, and that's how I feel. That's why I feel like at this point I don't believe in a heaven or hell. I feel like when you die, you can't comprehend what death is when you're dead. Your brain's off. Right. So that's why I don't feel like I believe in a afterlife.
And I could see that 100% because and with that kind of logic, it makes sense. Like when you explain it that way. So like I can see your side of that. And honestly, it's like you said, living like that and like having your feelings and doing the things you do, it shouldn't. Being happy with being who you are is the most important thing, and that's what they halfway preach to you in church. They want you to be yourself and be honest and open. But God forbid you're honest and open about something one person didn't like fucking 9,000 whatever the fuck years ago. And it just doesn't make sense to me because if this person is all knowing, all loving, and wants everything great for his beings, why the fuck would you set like a guideline standard for this? That makes no sense.
So the whole thing with the Bible, with just like a man who lies with another man is an abomination.
Why though?
I have had always a hard point in life.
Gay.
Yeah. Think about it. Hold on. And we've talked about this in so many episodes. Literally, how many times, Anthony, as I assume, straight male.
Yeah.
You're straight male.
Nope, he's gay too.
I mean, how many times have you just been like, oh, like we're snuggling with the boys? Like you're making that, exactly. You're comfortable with your own sexuality, but however, thousands of years ago,
that was not a thing.
It was not a thing.
Fuck that.
So my theory
better not kiss
was
me,
that.
Jonathan.
So yeah, exactly. So my whole theory was that homosexual tendencies, which was, in my opinion, absolutely okay, was frowned upon in past societies, but a lot of people who were extremely powerful, Alexander the Great, Napoleon Bonaparte, homosexual tendencies, absolutely, but because of what
small penises,
but what they grew up with was such an abomination, and I think that pure rage that I couldn't be with someone who makes me happy has made me essentially cause traumatic moments in human society.
100%. Without a doubt, because it's like if people can't feel like they can be true with themselves, that's a huge traumatic event.
It is.
Like there's no doubt about it. And like growing up, man, like my dad was super.
What the fuck are you doing?
Dang, he just beer fested you. He said L'chaim and slammed that shit.
You're such a cocksucker.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just a bystander, but I was like, damn.
I know you were getting to something really important, but
I think I was. What was I getting to?
Point is
I don't know, Jacob's a fucking awful host. He likes to derail the fucking podcast just to big dick me because I big dick him so often that he feels inferior to me.
It's okay to be gay, is what we're saying.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
No, it's not.
Because I'm a stud.
No, dude. Growing up, man, I was like 100% raised that like if that's what the case was, and if that's what someone was into, that's what they're into.
See, but that's my point, though, is that, look, I hope you're honest with me.
Yeah.
So when I ask you this question, there has never been one point in your life where you have been sexually attracted to the familiar...
To a dude?
To a dude.
No. Honestly,
ever.
No, like,
But
no, yeah.
But if your closest friend of X amount of years was like, I'm gay, you would never shun him away.
I wouldn't bat a fucking eye.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, 100% that's happened to me. Like, so he didn't full on say that's what happened. I wouldn't say that, but like when I was like 14, 15 years old, I had a friend go through some shit. Like there was like a big moment happened in his life. And me and him were best friends like since like 7th grade. So like we came up together. And something big happened with him, and he told me about it, and I was like, all right, dude, well, how do you feel? Like, are you cool? Like, and he's like telling me like all this, and he's like, dude, I can't tell anyone. And I was like, well, if you don't want to right away, I get that. But like, one day I feel like you're going to need to, like you got to be real. Like, and if someone's got a problem with it, like, fuck them. Like, I'll fight them with you. You know what I'm saying? And that was it.
Yeah.
And like, that's how it is. Like, if that's something that makes you fucking happy, like, I wouldn't fucking shun anybody away at all for anything. Unless you're like are on some like wild shit. Like I got my things where I will be like, yo, I don't fuck with you, but it's got to be for like, yo, you beat like a girl or something like that.
Right.
Like something realistic, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's just, but you know, it's funny that you say that because I was that friend. Yeah. And this is something that's actually brand new to the podcast, but I feel so comfortable with you and Robert that I would like to share. I told Robert's mom in
We're gonna bring this up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
In lesser words. So I want to make it very clear that anyone who at this point in the year 2021 is fighting with sexuality.
Yeah.
You are in the most accepting, loving, understanding
era
100%. Of your life.
but
you
not,
know.
but not podcast.
Don't,
Don't come to us with your fucking
don't
with
come
your
out
fucking
here.
sexuality dilemmas.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that.
I will call you straight and hear nothing
I
else.
dealt with it in high school, so it's okay. But you know, you don't know me and Robert on a personal level. You know, I've known Robert since what 2010.
I don't know, man. Since
about
I was
that?
like a fucking sophomore.
Yeah, so like about 2009, 2010. I love his parents, and we always make the joke like me and Robert are at the point now where when he references his mom or dad, he will just say mom or dad, not Sherry or Tony.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know who, you know.
Don't dox my parents on the podcast.
And you know, and there was a time where I was so afraid to come to Robert that I would come to his parents, because the way I looked at it was that they're not my real parents. So it's like, who cares how they feel about me, you know?
That was my friend. He would
So the
call
first
my mom
person
my
I
dad.
ever, the literal first person I ever came out to was his mom. Robert and some friends were in another room. I was arguing with a current girlfriend at the time who basically told me, my mom doesn't like me being with you because she can tell, like, you're gay.
Damn.
It was hard.
That's fucking rough.
It was rough. It was very rough. And so I'm like so emotional at the time. Like, I'm not gay. You know what I mean?
but now you're fucking thinking about it.
right. But I'm, you know, and so his mom, I'm crying, and you know, in the backyard, and his mom is like, "What's going on?" And I felt so comfortable with this person. I was like, "Here's what's going on." And because his mom was like, "You know what, dude? Like, who cares? Like, I'm not gonna say, you know, you're my son or anything like that, but it's like, who cares? You know what I mean?" And I was so emotional, you know? And I don't even remember where I was going with this, but it's just like someone reached out, you know? And I feel like whoever's listening, if you're going through this kind of stuff, if all you need is one person that you feel so comfortable with
To start. Yeah.
You don't need to make it a big fucking thing right now. Take your time. You just need someone to literally grab you by the shoulder and say, it's okay.
Yeah, dude. And honestly,
I mean, and what happened that night? You know, I literally was just like, I'll be right back. And I took a fucking walk. I mean, he can tell you. Like, I literally just walked around his neighborhood by myself for like a good hour. You know, Robert was there.
he's like, I disinfected my doorknob.
And this is why I'm... I don't want no gay genes coming in here.
He's
You know?
gay. Oh my god.
And this is why I'm telling people, it's just like, at this point, dude, if you're so afraid of what your parents are going to think, you're in the best year.
Yeah.
To just-
and it sucks but at the same time, there are some, like the kids that are raised now, you know what I mean, nowadays, like it is better off, but at the same time, fucking, I don't know. I hope people feel more comfortable, but realistically, like, I know some parents can be wild, so I understand why motherfuckers be scared. You know what I mean?
Some parents are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I got mad lucky, and like also, Yeah, I'm pretty fucking straight. So like, I didn't really have to deal with that shit.
Not me. I mean, me either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing all right, but I'm not doing not all right. You know what the fuck I mean? But anyways, no. Yeah, it just sucks that motherfuckers do have to feel like some type of fear to like if they wanted to come out. I guess I don't know.
That does suck. But also, you know what really sucks is like that the only gay guy at the table left.
We're still talking.
So we have to sit here and talk about gay stuff, like things we have no knowledge about.
Oh my god. He's like, what are they gonna say about it now?
Allie, what do you know about? What do you know about dudes sucking dudes?
I mean, I'm a pretty avid watcher of gay porn.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty hot. Yeah.
Oh, you're into it? Yeah.
This is fucking awesome.
Robert,
Huh?
look at this.
What happened?
Look at this. What are those?
Those gold flowers or those silver flowers?
Oh, that is a gold rose.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Well, you still haven't been.
I'm actually a little excited right now by your response, but I tried to keep it secret because I went to go pee.
my
What
turn.
were you guys talking about?
What, when you left?
Yeah.
The same shit, really. And then we were talking about how it's funny that like we were still talking about gay shit, and the gay dude who was here went to go pee.
No.
He's just like, this is.
I thought you were talking about sucking dudes because I had a story. But
No.
That's why I thought when Ali said, I was like, oh, I like it.
No, yeah, because it tailored into that. Because then, what did he say? He's like, what do you know about dudes sucking dudes? Like,
Can I be honest with you?
go shoot.
The first time that I ever did that, I've never felt so alive.
Really?
Really.
I don't know.
Keep in mind, dude, I knew that I was a bisexual man by the age of like 7 years old.
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't know what sex was, but
But you
I was
knew.
like I would want this person to like I'd want this man to be my girlfriend. But I didn't know what a boyfriend was.
Fair enough.
Because you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
And so when I discovered that, you know, it was just like, so I have a story. When I was in Los Angeles, that was like my kind of year. Like I in 2017, I moved to Los Angeles because I wanted to be a comedian, and I wanted to kind of be on my own. You know, no
I remember
parental
you going out of state.
no parental support. You know, like I wanted to see like what I could do by myself. Well, immediately, and I'm talking like day 3. You know, I met a man, and we instantly hit it off.
clicked,
You know,
okay.
Immediately. You know, night number 1, like we made out in the parking lot of a you know of like a comedy venue. He was also a comedian. You know,
Okay.
and
funny.
Hey,
You
gay
remember
dudes do be funny as shit.
I've never had
boy pussy tingle.
a bussy.
Oh, fuck yeah, brother.
I never
I love
had
these
like
samples. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Every time you play them, I laugh like a
It's
little
okay.
girl. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. But when I finally did that, dude, like
Okay,
it
you should be
was
embarrassed.
it was a fucking revelation of just like, dude, this is not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, to be completely honest with you,
Fair enough.
it rocks. So you know, shout out to people who like to suck dick. But you know,
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I
Are you
can't
more
lie
of
to
a-
you, bro. I don't know how to retort to this.
are you more of a foreplay guy or are you more of a sex guy?
I do whatever is needed.
Like, okay, if you could only have
like-
if you could only have one for the rest of your
Easy
life,
jack me
Yeah,
off
don't-
of all
if,
trades.
If I had, look, I'm a basic male. If I had to have one for the rest of my life, I'm going to want to do the sex. That's like a foreplay.
so
cool
like
as shit.
coochie is more than like a mouth or some breasts or
Hold on,
a
I mean,
hand.
hold on.
a mouth is pretty
It's attached to this thing too.
comparable.
No, but you're
Yeah,
saying, but what you just said was that you would rather have sex. So is it the coochie or is it?
Oh, like what? I guess
You can have sex with a mouth.
No, hold on. You could only have one for the rest of
Yeah,
your
no,
life.
I would. Yeah, vagina for sure.
Wow, what
Yeah.
a fucking Chad, dude. That's the
Good old
most straight
pussy.
male.
I don't know what to tell you. Like it's just like I like it, dude.
I would pick the same thing.
Really?
Like, I would pick. I would.
Foreplay for the rest of my life.
No, foreplay is tight. Like, and I want to make sure it's not misconstrued. It's a very important factor of everything. Especially
But
when
if
it
you had to
comes-
choose one, you would pick the
yeah,
coochie.
dude, if it's like, yo, I'll never, if never again, like one or the other. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna choose because I like sex is awesome.
Are you a? I mean, I know you have 2 kids, but on normal casual hookups, are you a
He doesn't
condom
have those
man or
anymore.
hold on? Are you a condom man or no condom man?
Oh, dude, condoms.
And you still bust?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I bust.
So check it out. So, like, I feel like that's kind of like a loophole too. Like, if like people, I don't know. Obviously, I've like done it without condoms on, but like I've like that definitely will take off. It takes off like 15 minutes of stroke.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what
The
I'm
guy
saying?
with 2 kids is definitely.
Yeah, that's why I was
fucked
like,
with
it's
that.
apparent that I've definitely have not used a condom before. But like, no, but like I will always like preach like I don't give a fuck. Like if it's someone like you don't know and you're like if you're gonna be together for a while. Obviously, I'm not going to expect people to be like, oh, they're always using condoms when they bang. They've been dating for 6 years. They use condoms all the time. Fuck no. I wouldn't imagine that. But like, if it's like random encounters or like someone you're just getting to know, fuck yeah, wrap that motherfucker up.
We've been dating for 2 years, and I still use a condom every single time.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that at all because it's precautions, not because you don't trust the person, but because now you're just making sure we don't have a kid right now.
That's literally
You know what I'm
what
saying?
it has nothing to do with precautions. It's
exactly.
it's the fact that like we literally cannot afford a child right now.
And that's
No,
why
he
I'm saying
told
there's
me,
nothing wrong.
He's like, I don't trust Allie. I think she's trying to baby trap me.
No,
No, she does the thing. Dude. Hold on. As two out of 3 straight males in here, can I tell you? So let me ask you this before we wrap this up. No pun intended. let me ask you a question.
pretty
Ask.
good.
All right.
No, I was gonna say that
My
was
answer-
good.
Have been
I'm going to ask
slapped.
Anthony, and then I'm going to ask Robert. What is your favorite sexual position that will make
Oh,
you
Jesus.
bust every single time?
Dude, honestly, good old missionary. Like to be 100%.
All right, I'm gonna give a part 2 to this, but Robert, go first.
I like it when she's on top and can actually do the work.
That makes you bust.
Yep.
Yeah, if they do it right, absolutely.
Can I ask you a
attest to
question
that.
then, Anthony?
Huh?
When you're on top,
Yes.
but they do the crisscross applesauce
Yes.
around your butt,
Around
is
your
that it?
butt.
Is that it?
Game
Jesus
over.
Christ.
That's-
Yeah.
dude.
Around that, there's also like you do crisscross applesauce like in front of me, and then I push your legs up.
Oh,
I can, yeah.
I'm
little,
getting
little fun tidbit.
my dick's getting a little hard right now, dude.
Jacob's
Like,
got wet ass balls right now.
wet ass balls. Fuck yeah. I can make fucking vaginas wet and balls wet.
that rocks, dude.
It's my job.
Put that on your resume because I definitely agree with you because missionary. But my thing is that when she does, like, she like keeps me in.
Yeah, it
You know what I'm
locks you into
saying?
positions.
Oh,
Absolutely.
fuck,
it's
that's
a
it.
go-to. I'm
It's
with
really
it.
impressive, too, considering your size.
I know. and I ask her all the time. I said, "Am I hurting you?" She's like, "No, you're good." And I'm like, "I don't believe you, but okay."
Oh my god.
Robert had to get one last fucking fuck you in there before we fucking end this.
That was a fucking pretty quick one.
Well,
Oh,
if
yeah,
I
there's a
could say
fucking
if I
beat.
could say this was your last appearance publicly, what would be one thing that you would leave with the general public? What does Anthony feel like is the success to life and happiness?
This is the last time you'll ever hear from Anthony.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking like murked on the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the way out.
Dude, they're gonna clip me. Yeah. Nah. If I could say one thing, I guess to like if anyone listening or whatever. Honestly, after this entire podcast, you can see how easy it is to bullshit and like go from like having fun, talking and shooting this shit to like being able to have like a serious conversation and make something out of it and really like, like get to know people and stuff like that. And like you can see how like far like following things you like to do can take you. Like I started off doing music and like it led me here. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this podcast with you guys and it's crazy to think how far of a journey stuff like that can go. And it's because you take that leap in doing what you believe in and love doing. So I guess I want to walk away and let people know it's like follow what you always wanted to do and believe in yourself. And if you think something's impossible, like we're talking about space travel, like flight was impossible once and someone achieved that. And I wanted to be a vocalist and that seemed impossible and I did it. So nothing's impossible. Do what you can and then fucking always just make sure you're having fun.
Fuck yeah, dude, that was good.
Hey.
I like that. Robert, what do you got?
What, for like takeaways from this episode?
Yeah.
Fucking quit your job. Honestly.
I mean, yeah.
Me?
No, anybody.
Oh.
Just
Oh, yeah.
people. Just quit your fucking day job. Do whatever you want to do.
Get in that van.
Do not be ashamed to mooch money from the government. Get on that fucking, get on those food stamps. Get on that WIC. Just take as much as you can for free.
Unemployment money.
Yeah, it's for sure. until they start paying real fucking money to do an honest day's work. Definitely,
Honestly, yeah,
keep that unemployment going.
That's probably mine.
I respect the hell out of it.
Fuck the system for sure. All right, man, that was fucking really awesome. So where can we find you or the band?
Dude, anywhere. You Google us, we'll pop up. But we're on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. If you listen to music on there, we're on there. You just look up the Exiled Martyr.
Exiled Martyr. Awesome. Robert, what about you?
Okay, so I don't have like anything of my own to plug, but I'm gonna plug my girlfriend's art stuff because I'm
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because she does good shit. So you want to follow Baphomet Dolly on Twitter?
Spell it.
BAPH0METDOLLY. She does a lot of anime titties. Very good work. I keep a couple of them on my keychain.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I will plug because he forgot. You can absolutely find me on Twitch now. I'm streaming Magic, The Gathering, Apex. I'm doing that at Pudgy the Mage, PUDGYTHEMAGE, Bizerboy on Twitch, BIZRBOI on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm kind of on a hiatus right now. My internet is in a fucked state, so
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Come back to it.
But episode 30 is in the books, boys. I want to thank you, Anthony, one more time for coming on. I appreciate it. It was amazing.
Thank you so much. And then and I hope to see you over at the show too at the December 17th.
Oh no.
Who called you?
It was all right. It's all right. It fucking ruined. I'm not gonna fucking answer that right now.
Shouldn't answer.
Are you still recording?
I am still recording,
yeah.
but it's okay.
Ruined the show.
We're gonna end it right now.
Do it up.
But I want to thank you guys for coming on. Obviously, Robert, Anthony, thank
Always
you so
a pleasure,
very much.
dude. Thank you for having me.
It was amazing. Have a good night, everyone, and love you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
If you like what you heard, be sure to follow them on Instagram and Twitter. The information is right below along with their email. Make sure you show them some love by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. They also got previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with the new one. We out.